Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Here we are again. We are the right team. Telling everyone, I was telling everyone the first time, never done before. I brought up the wrong stream. I apologize. We had about 50 odd people in the chat. I was having a chat about how the game was going on. But look, you're in the house now. Welcome back, everyone. We're in the house. Your thoughts on? Have you seen the teams? You want me to bring them up, or you know the teams already?
Yeah, I've seen the teams. Listen, first of all, big up to all the protesters. Best protest we've had, no question of a doubt. We had good numbers. It was loud. Every media channel came over to us, so you're going to see some coverage of that. But listen, I'm here to protest. I couldn't give a damn about the game. I've given up. So, but if you want my opinion, we've gone to a back three, which I think is better for us because we can't play with the two centre backs. In terms of wing backs, Porro and Perisic, they're the only fit ones. At least they're playing in their best position now, attacking. Skip and Højbjerg in midfield up against Casemiro, Bruno and Eriksen. I don't see how we win that battle. But they've got a weak defence. Luke Shaw and Lindelof at centre-back. We should be able to get into them. So, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if we won. I'm expecting us to lose. But, Iggy, I'm here for the protest, man. I'm here to make it toxic.
Well, tell us a little bit about that before we start with the game and all of that. There was obviously a lot of media coverage. TalkSport, we know were there. Some of you guys got interviewed there. I saw pictures of Daigle and Bob Spur, and I'm sure there's been others in that time I've been doing this and getting the wrong stream up. Tell me a little bit more about that. How did that go?
Well, there's about 250 of us, which is 5 times more than what we used to.
Yeah.
Everyone stopped to take a photo or a video. We definitely got people's attention. A lot of new people that we've never met before. I've got a lot of content with new people that I'll be uploading over the next couple of days. Listen, it's turning. It's definitely turning. But tonight's result is pivotal because if we get spanked tonight, it's going to get toxic in there. If anyhow we get a draw or a result, especially if we win, people are going to say, oh, you see, Ryan Mason's better. We're back in the top 4 racing, flip, flop. And then we go to Anfield. We lose at Anfield and then it's Levy out again. People just need to make up their mind. I think people are fed up though. There's no doubt about it. You can hear it. It was so loud today at the protest. So loud. But, in the stadium, everyone's here spending money, beers, teas, coffees, pizza, Asian fusion, noodle, chicken.
It's always the way. It's always the way. And listen, I suppose people got to eat sometime, haven't they?
We've got a little surprise tonight.
Yeah?
We've got these balloons. It says Enoch out.
No way.
We're going to blow them up. We're going to blow them up on the 22nd minute. 22 years of Levy, we're going to let them out. But there's 250 of us with the balloons.
Okay. Still,
1 second. Come! Oh, don't worry about it. Sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. So what's the atmosphere like inside the stadium? Obviously, you're inside. 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes to kick off. What's the feeling?
Well, it's sold out. It looks like it's sold out.
This up until not long ago, there was 4,500 tickets available.
There's not a lot of singing. There's not a lot of supporting Spurs, but there's no one against Spurs. It just feels like everyone's come out for an evening out, really. Feels like we're at a bar. We've gone out to a nice restaurant for dinner or something, It's weird. It's just weird.
So it doesn't feel like a Spurs Man United game. Let me bring Michael in it.
Listen, Iggy, Michael, I'm going to go because I've just seen.
Yeah, the game's about to start. Shoot off, Stel,
I'll jump on at half time.
Whenever you want, just come on, man. Whenever you want. Big
See
up,
you
Stel.
then in there, Stelios. Big up.
See you later, Stel.
Big up to all the protesters.
Mike, I don't know how much you picked up on that. There was obviously it's the best turnout they've had for the and obviously there's a media coverage there. Stel's just said there's Levy out balloons that are going to pop them off at 22nd minute onto the ground, mate. This is going to get some coverage, I tell you.
Yeah, like if someone really wants to laugh at it, that it's 250 people is 5 times more than they had last time, right? It's massive progress. It means that it's gathering attention, right? You also have to realize that many people don't have the courage, or don't have the conviction yet to start protesting, right? But the bigger the protest gets, the easier people will you know joined it, right? So it's massive for me. Big up to everyone who voiced their discontent with with how the club is run. As I've said it plenty of times, right? It's important to tell people that you are not complacent with what's going on with our club, right? That's the
I
most
agree.
important thing for me.
Absolutely, guys. And now football matters as the players are about to step out onto the pitch. Both Spurs and Man United, the captains there, Kane and Fernandez, within our view. Kickoff is bound. My word, this. I'm so torn, Mike, because I know what can happen in this place. I've been
Yeah,
there when things have turned sour. If the result doesn't go, we know very clearly what's going to happen. If we get a result, we get a little bit of oxygen, so a little bit of air coming into our lungs, a much needed. Following that Brighton, Bournemouth, Everton, you start thinking of all the games leading up to this point. We've not played well. Man United
yeah,
last three league games, I beg your pardon, have won them all. They're in the cup final. This is a team, albeit that they're losing, they've lost Varane and Martinez along the way. This is a team that's coming here with confidence. They're going to smell blood. They're going to come at us. What are your
yeah.
thoughts, man?
Yeah, like definitely their team talk was, go at them, shut them down as soon as possible, right? You just know that our team is fragile, really fragile in terms of like mentality, right? If we concede the goal in like first 15 to 20 minutes, they will crumble again. Let's be honest about it, right? So yeah, I expect United to go at us really hard at the beginning of the match, right? And then we will see. We will see. If we don't concede, I said it like yesterday. I don't think this will be like a drubbing, unless similar thing happens like it did at Newcastle, right? If we concede a goal in like first 2 minutes or whatever, then all hell let loose, right?
Listen, I said earlier on in the wrong stream. In the wrong stream. I did say earlier on, and guys, apologies for that. By the way, 55, 56 people in the chat. Make sure you smash that like and subscribe to both Tottenham Away and Tottenham Away 2. I was saying earlier on, the very minimum, I don't expect a great performance. Listen, why would I expect a great performance? But the minimum required, given that 6-1 defeat, the absolute rubbish in the media we've had to take in that time, the very minimum I can expect tonight is some sort of reaction. There has to
Exactly.
be a reaction in front of the fans. The stadium looks packed, believe it or not. I thought there'll be empty seats, but at least from what I can see on TV, it looks rammed. You got to expect a reaction, right, Mike?
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Like we all don't expect to win today, right? Let's
Yeah,
be honest. We
yeah.
don't expect a win, but we expect a reaction from the players. They have to show us that they care, that it hurt them, right? That they can leave all the PR statements that they want. Like they have to show us that it hurt them deeply and that they care for the fans, right? And that's all I'm expecting today. I'm expecting like a lot of running, a lot of passion. Let's just hope that Romero doesn't get a red card.
Yep, listen, you're right, JJ. I think it's JJ, but let's hope they're up for it. I completely agree with you. The thing is, at home in a packed crowd, against Man United, if you're not up for a game like that, I don't know what you can be up to. Kickoff is just about to start. The referee is checking with both goalkeepers. He's giving them a little wave. They're ready to start. The fans, I'm looking at it. Oh, Daniel Levy, first close-up shot of him on the telly, looking well. No different to any
Mm.
other time I see him on his face on the screen. And we kick off, Mike. We kick off
Yeah,
with Man
you are.
United.
I
Yeah, Man
think you are
United.
like 20 seconds ahead of me or something. But that doesn't matter, right? I will have 20 second spoilers in
Yeah,
terms
you have 20
a goal
seconds to
happens, right?
digest it. I'll take the hit as Ericsson takes the first touch on the ball in the new White Hart Lane. I don't know if has he played here before already or not. But
Um, I don't think so. I think when he joined Brentford last season, we already had the home fixture done.
Done.
We played
Right.
against him at the Brentford Community Stadium, however it's called, right? But
Yeah, so this is his first appearance
yeah,
here on a new stadium. I know he's one of your favourite players, but tonight at least he's our enemy.
yeah,
So we got Luke Shaw picks up and was got fouled. No, play carries on. Oh yes, no, it's a foul. It's a foul on Luke Shaw as Man United take the initial steps of making our shirts looking different today. The sponsor's slightly different with Dreams,
yeah.
AI Dreams written on it. Yeah, so Man United so far, a couple of fouls. Man United in possession. Ericsson on the ball. Heads back to Luke Shaw to Ericsson. And Man United keeping the ball quite comfortably. There's not real pressure on it as the ball goes back to the hair, who's gone long to the right hand side to Anthony, but it's anticipated by Perisic.
Mhm.
On the ball goes Højbjerg.
I will
Ericsson.
go grab myself a BRX. Be right
Yeah,
back.
yeah, go for it, mate. Go for it. No problem at all. As Wan-Bissaka's on the right hand side, Anthony, who takes on Perisic, lays it off to the right hand side. So Wan-Bissaka goes back home to Lindelof. Now we've got Luke Shaw, who's playing centre back. I did think, looking at it, I thought it might be Shaw playing centre back in the back four. So maybe it's a new position for him awaits. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Initial. So Man United are on the ball right now. Shaw basically slides in but gets away with it. Anthony tries to do a couple of tricks. It's intercepted by Richarlison and it goes off for a throw about 20, 25 yards out of on the right hand side. I go now Lindelof on the ball. Gives it to Ericsson, who's is scanning, knocks it out wide to Sancho on the left hand side, who's up against Porro. They're approaching the area, takes a player and puts a cross in. It's intercepted by Højbjerg and it's cleared. Listen, as predicted, it's Man United pushing Spurs right back. Literally just now got Kane over the halfway line, guys. Balls that knocked it offside. Thankfully, it was Romero against Rashford. There, something that we have. Looks like that's going to be one to watch.
Yeah. They will try to exploit the pace. Rashford
Yeah,
is really,
100%. You
really
can
speedy.
see they didn't go with the Weghorst, did they? They've
Mhm.
gone with pace and technique up front. So anytime we try to push up a little bit, if we lose possession, they get on possession. You can see with the ball straight away is to hit it into Rashford
Yeah.
early, try and isolate the defender that's marking him, and try and hit us there. So yeah, it's going to be one to watch. As Dyer passes it back to Foster. Foster in goal. Be it whether it's Lloris, he's really injured or not, we'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. Perisic on the left hand side. Back to Højbjerg, who knocks it back in midfield to Romero, who's getting pressed straight away. There you go. The intent is not to give the defenders time on the ball. The intent is
Yeah.
very clear for Man United. Ball's into Son. He's going through. He puts the ball in the box. Oh, it doesn't quite get it to Kane.
Ooh.
Such a poor delivery. My God, we could have exploited that situation so much better. So much
Wait,
better. Shot.
I haven't seen it yet. Oh, now Jesus Christ, that was
Yeah.
oh Lord,
Should have taken
Sonny.
better advantage of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it should have been a pass into the box. Oh, that's
Incredible.
such a shame.
That he was under no pressure. He could have got it. Here comes
Yeah,
Kane inside his own half, knocks it to Richarlison, who completely goes past the ball, meaning Kane had to go on a sliding tackle with Bissaka, who wins the ball, goes back home to Foster. Foster on the ball, lays it out to Longley. Guys in the chat, what are your sensation the first opening minutes of the game? Newcastle scored, Tom tells us.
yeah, Wilson scored.
Funny comment. You already passed the first minute without conceding.
To be fair, considering the last scoreline, that is a
There's
success, right?
already an improvement. Mike, first thoughts. It looks like Sonny is playing on the right and
Yeah,
Richarlison on the left. I thought it'd be the other way around, but it looks like it's that's how we've started. What's the
I
thinking
think
behind that? Do you think?
I think that's deliberate because there have been like 2 or 3 matches already when Son was playing on the left and he got pocketed by Wan-Bissaka. If one thing that Wan-Bissaka is good at is 1v1 defending, right? So probably they switched Sonny to the right to avoid that matchup, right, and leave Richarlison on the left, who is a bit stronger and bigger, right, to have a go at Wan-Bissaka there, right?
I completely and utterly get this comment. You're not alone, Rolly. When you say this, you're not alone. I probably understand the thinking about it, but when Tottenham plays, my mind goes. It all becomes about Spurs winning and hoping that they win. But anyway, Man United in attack. They're in our area. Sancho takes a shot. It's a goal. Man United 1, Spurs 0. And the first shot on goal. They've allowed Sancho to get into the box, cut in, and was allowed to take a shot. And it's an early goal. Mike, you'll get to see it in just a second. Again,
Yeah, I just saw it.
under no real pressure, really. Yeah, and the shots of the fans in the crowd, no real surprise there. Arms folded, and it's. How does a player, an attacking player, there you go, you see the replay now, the ball gets knocked to Rashford, who knocks it, missed tackle by Skip, I believe. Rashford knocks it out to the left. Now it's Porro versus Sancho. The ladder player to cut in between 3 players, gets a shot in and go. It's as simple as that. You see it again.
Easy. So
yeah,
easy.
Porro, Romero, Skip, 3 players. No one really puts that body on the line. You can see it again here. This is probably the best angle.
Nobody tackling. Nobody tackling.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
And
hands behind the back.
Porro got
Foster
skinned
has
again,
no
by the
chance.
way.
No chance whatsoever. 5 minutes into the game, and we are 1-0 down.
It's still better than Newcastle, right? We are 3-0 down by that time.
You're right. You're right. Oh my! It's incredible.
I just hope to see and hear some Livy out chants, please. The guys in the stadium, make yourself heard. Oh Jesus! What a cross by Perisic. I know you've seen it already, but
yeah, I'm just changing the scores, making sure that I don't do what Stell did on the weekend, where before he changed the score, we was already 3-0 down. He said there were so many goals that he forgot to even change the score. So no, we've updated it right now. So we are 8 minutes into the game. Tottenham 0, Manchester United 1. Goal scorer Sancho. It's just disappointing. The manner of the goal. Listen, there's a well-taken goal, good curler, bottom corner, but you'd expect a little bit more, purpose in the closing down. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was a really nice shot, right? But he shouldn't be allowed to take it, right? So, yeah.
Well, Clement, we went to a back 4 against Newcastle, and it was shambles. We can't play Perisic and Porro as fullbacks. We had to turn it back to a back 5 or back 3, if you like, whatever you want to call it, 3-4-3. Offside by Richarlison. At the moment, we can't seem to get any sort of momentum going right now. There isn't.
Yeah.
The cameras are very much on Daniel Levy's face. You can see even the ladies sitting alongside him is looking a bit uncomfortable. You might want to take your seat somewhere else, lady.
Have we heard any Levy out chants already? I don't think so, right?
I'm not. I haven't, because I've got it connected to you. I can't hear, guys. If you can hear chants or anything that I like, let me know. Ryan Mason, arms folded. Never like seeing managers with arms folded.
Yeah, it just means they are kind of like clueless, right? That they don't really know.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not the case. I'm sure it's not the case. But you never want to see you never want to see a manager. I think it just gives off the wrong signs, even if they're not ones that they potentially mean. So I agree, guys. Terrible defending. What a first 10 minutes indeed. As Anthony on the right hand side looks to Man United have thrown numbers forward in these in every attack they go to. Rashford, little tight spaces where Fernandez on the right hand side knocks it to Casemiro, who goes back to the centre circle with Shaw way inside their own half. Centre backs are so high up. Dalot gets intercepted. Skip, and we lose the ball again. Options are not there, guys. Options are not. We've got every man behind the ball. Honestly, it's you think you think they're the ones that playing at home. It's incredible. Come on, Spurs. Come on, Tottenham. Come on, Tottenham.
Just show us something. Show us,
It's just there's no pressure on the ball. There's just men behind the ball, but no pressure on it. As Perisic heads it out, Anthony picks up the seconds. Rashford looks like there's a foul. Yes, it's a foul on Dyer. Dyer was so late. I know Rashford is quicker, but even when putting that tackle in, he was never going to win it. Never ever going to win that. He's second. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Just stand him up a little bit. But anyway, it's a free kick to Manchester United. Guys, what are your thoughts?
Eriksen will take it probably, right?
Well, it's Rashford, Eriksen on the ball, so no shock there. Yeah, number 10 and number 14.
Watch him slap it into the corner, corner, sorry, the top bins, right? That would just be typical Tottenham, right?
God, this has only been 10 minutes. How are we going to last another 8? It looks like it's going to be Rashford to shoot. Eriksen has moved away from the ball. What are we talking about here? 30 odd yards? 30 odd yards out. He is definitely going to shoot. His body shape is one that is going to shoot. He's taking a shot. And it's wide of the post. But closer than what I thought. But Foster seemed quite cool with it all. It was going to go wide. Let's have a look at the replay. Ooh. It wasn't that far wide, but Foster's seen it go wide there. Yeah, it looks like he was confident. Yeah, yeah, JJ. Oh, indeed. Oh, indeed. Guys, 70 of you in the comments. Big up. Thank you very much, guys. I know there's many watch-alongs going on right now with keen interest on this game. Richarlison's for on goal. 1-on-1 with the loft. Can he take a shot? Oh, that is a tame finish. Come on, Richie, man. I expect a little bit better than that. Got to work the keeper from there.
Come on, Richie. You got the chance, right? Kulusevski got dropped. Show us that you deserve it. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Poor finish, man. Poor finish,
no, guys. You would expect more bent on the ball, right? It was just so...
Work the keeper. Work him a little bit more. Anyway, Anthony on another attack for Man United. And the ball gets in the box. Romero clears Eriksen. Anthony on the right-hand side gets the ball. Spurs got so many bodies back from Spurs, but Man United have got so many men forward in the attack. Porro intercepts into Son. Son, edge of the box. Edge of the D is Højbjerg, who knocks it out with his left foot into Richarlison and the channel. Come on, Richie. 1-on-1 with Wan-Bissaka. Can he get the ball under control? He doesn't even get it under control. He has got it under control. Kane. Son. Oh, the attack breaks down.
It's so it's so hard to believe it, right? We are so fluid in attacks last season, and this season is just
we got the ball bouncing. Can you see the ball bouncing? Bounce.
Yeah.
Like like we're not. There's no flow even in our attacks.
Yeah.
It's almost like one of them panicky sort of ones. Son out wide to Porro. Porro back to Skip. Skip to Romero. Yeah, we're trying to get on the ball, but it's everything's really slow. Really. It's just almost like it's like we're just keeping the ball for now. But Man United are not giving us any time on the ball.
Yeah.
I feel though that these sort of long balls into our forwards could be a way of hurting them. Because one or two times we've hit those balls over, we've gotten in behind.
You expect United to pressure our defense, right? So the way you deal with pressure is long balls over the top. The way I know, of course, the golfing class is much bigger, right? But the way City dealt with Arsenal yesterday was exactly that, right? Whenever they pressured them, whenever they tried to put on some, pressing, they just went one long ball over the top to Haaland. Haaland chests it down, passes onto one of the runners, 2 passes, and they are clean through on goal, right? So that's that's a tactic. That's a tactic, right? People shouldn't
Yeah.
sneer at it. If it's going to win you games, then go for it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, big up, guys. In these, yeah, I hear you.
I just hope that the cameras catch Stell's balloons and that they show
Yeah,
it actually, because
keep an eye on that, guys. On the 22nd minute, looks like a whole levy out. Black balloons will be thrown on the pitch. We shall wait and see. Any chance Corinda lands inside the stadium for a live chat? I don't think a conversation right now during the game is something that they'd be interested in. But we will hear from Stell, hopefully at half time. Ball gets knocked on by Richarlison. Kane is intercepted by De Gea. It's very timid attacks by Spurs. Very timid. That was a really good move. Son knocks it out wide to Richarlison, who whips the ball into the box. Kane was, I think Lindelof would have got him there. And there comes another attack from Manchester United with Anthony on the right-hand side. Knocks it back to Wisaka. So many Spurs players back. Knocks the ball in the box. Porro versus Sancho, and it's gone off for a goal kick. Guys, 16, 17 minutes of the game gone. What are your thoughts? I want to see many of you in the chat. 60 odd people in the chat. Make sure you smash a like and to the stream and subscribe to the channel, guys. It's the first time of me doing a watch along. First time of me doing a watch along with Mike. A lot of first times. Like I said earlier on, I went on the wrong stream to actually start doing it. But these are the kind of things that happen. But I know I can see by loads of the names in the comments, they've all come straight over. So it is much appreciated, and I will get better at it, I promise.
By the way, X, can you hear me chewing? Because I have a pack of Lays. I think in England they are called Walkers. I think.
Yeah.
And can you hear me chewing? Because I'm muting myself every single time I take one, but I don't know if I have to.
Yeah, fire away, man. If the chewing bothers you guys, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Let us know. I don't want to bother anyone, right? But that's just my habit. I have to grab a beer.
No
Have a
problem.
pack
That's
of
all right. I
Walkers.
think
And,
everyone's probably doing the same right now. Wan-Bissaka on the right hand side knocks the ball in to Fernandez, who's trying to get in. Is cut out by Holberg. Literally, we're playing. What is it between our area and sort of like in our half? It's like an attack versus defense sort of. It feels like a match, a practice match, or a training match. It really does. Anthony on another attack. It's coming into the centre. Knocks it out to Fernandez, who's got the overlap. Sancho again. Blocked by Romero Sanchez again. Blocked on the line. Blocked by Perisic. My God, Man United were on the verge of going 2-0 up. We got away with that. Perisic saved on the line. Now we're on the counter as Kane tries to play Son in. Intercepted by Shaw.
oh, Jesus Christ.
And Man United come out with the ball again.
How bad was our shape there, Iggy? Like Poro ran into the middle and Sancho was completely through, clean, without any
we
cover.
We look like a nervy team. I mean, we look like we're nervy. Man United look like they're giving us the impression that they can hurt us anytime they want. And with a little bit more precision, they would have been 2-0 up there. We look like
it is kind of what we expected, right?
Yeah.
To be this team won't play with confidence. There is no way they are going to play with confidence. And
my. Need to say she's an onion. What flavor are your crisps, Mike?
It's grilled paprika. Yeah, grilled paprika.
Nice. There you go. I can't see. I knew someone would ask. Looks like there's no foul by Skip. It looked like there's a foul on Fernandez by Skip pulling the shirt, but it wasn't. Referee, let's play go on. Now Paul on the attack. He takes his shot. I don't know why you would choose to take a shot, Pedro. Perisic not happy with his teammate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Perisic block on the line. You can see right here, shot deflected by Porro. Oh my, Perisic blocks it with his head on the line. My. Uh,
My lord.
yeah,
Yeah,
this is good.
Poro absolutely
Yeah,
got
I don't know
like
what he thought.
lost there. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, we had the players there as well. We had in that attack. We had players that were supporting it, and why he
Oh,
would
no,
choose.
I mean the attack, the Manchester United shot, right, by Sancho
Oh right,
or whoever it was, right? That doesn't matter. Sorry, you know, I'm 20 seconds behind, right? So
no, it's okay. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. Fernandez trying to get in the referee's ear already. Usual Bruno.
I hate
Always
this guy
having a
so
moan.
much.
This guy's always having. He's such a good player, man. But he don't ask
Yeah,
it. Just goes on and on and on. It's so bad that people in the comments are talking about flavoured crisps. I see Paul cocktail, cheese and onion, salt and vinegar. I can see it all. I'm not going to bring them up. But
big up, guys, big up. Although, one thing, because we don't have the vinegar flavored Walkers here or Lays, right?
oh, you know,
I, I don't know how you guys can eat them. Like, sorry to all the British people that
no,
enjoy the
there's so
flavors.
many different. No, it's not just Walkers. There's so many different.
Yeah,
There's like oven baked crisps, and I can't believe we're chatting about crisps, but here we are. There's oven baked crisps. There's different types of crisps. I I'm not. I mean, I like them, but I'm not mad on crisps. But yeah, different types. But look, guys, big up the knickknacks. 3 games of Sky Sports, and and we're watching the Spurs game. Well, what can we do? We have to see what's going on in our club. Uh,
yeah.
Here we are on another attack.
To be fair,
Ericsson knocks it out wide to Sancho. Sancho 1-on-1 with Polo. Does it take him on? Ericsson's on the outside. It gets the ball. Ericsson's there. The balloons are on the pitch. The black balloons are on the pitch. We can just see them right now. We can see those black balloons coming onto the pitch.
yeah.
Let's see if we can zoom in. I just saw it as Ericsson was on the left-hand side by the touchline. The black balloons have made their way on the pitch on the 22nd minute. Let's hope they have the desired effect. As Lindelof's on the ball. Shaw knocks it out wide to Sancho. Sancho going back. Missing Man
Oh,
United.
I can hear the leave out chance.
Okay.
Yeah, Daniel Levy get out of our club.
Yeah.
Brilliant. You can actually hear it. Get
Yeah, I
out
can hear
of
it
our
now.
club.
I can
Get
hear it.
out of our club. You won't
Rashford.
leave you out.
Anthony.
We won't leave you out. We won't leave you out. You can actually hear it, Iggs. That's massive.
Good.
Good. Put on
The
the pressure, guys. Sing.
most exciting we've been the whole game.
Yeah.
On the 22nd minute, 22, 23 minutes on the whole time that's
Yeah.
Levy has been at our club. Let's see who pays the price. It'll be everyone but him, of course. A few of the balloons are scattered off the pitch now. I mean, from this angle, there's not many of them on it, but who knows? But look, the chances, as you said, they're the most important thing. They're the ones that will make the most effect. Corner by Man United. There's a good corner from Shaw. Ericsson's on the ball, who goes back to the defenders. Wan-Bissaka is the only man back. Takes on Son, knocks it out to Rashford. Rashford, look, Ericsson. Listen, Man United are comfortable, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
they're so comfortable. We got players behind the ball, but there's no pressure on the ball itself. So we're quite happy to let them do whatever they want right now. Balls in the box, intercepted by Longley.
Last time we did it against them, they just peppered us from outside the box with shots, right?
There's so many players that can take shots, aren't they? So many.
That's the tactic you have to be careful with, right?
Yeah.
Because they have some like amazing players in terms of shooting from outside the box. Fernandez,
Shot by Fernandez, saved by Foster. The ball goes out for a corner. You're right. We were just saying that same thing. And here he is. Fernandez was it 25 yards out, takes a shot. And that's going to be the tactic, Mike. Fernandez, you got Ericsson, Rashford, Sancho, Anthony. They all can shoot from outside the area. And I'm
And
sure this is something that Man United are going to exploit even
yeah.
more.
And Fernandes bitching to the ref again.
But it's
My word.
standard.
Yeah, that's standard. It's just annoying, right? Because
We
like
heard
the
it. We
refs
heard it,
got
Jamie Kit.
the refs got on to it, right? The refs know that he is always constantly, moaning, right? So it's not really going to matter much, right? If he keeps doing it, but it's just I don't know, man.
Just following the attack, didn't lead to anything. But my word, every time they attack us, honestly, chants around the stadium with growing and force now. Keep it going, so not leave you out. It's Stell, it's Daigle, it's Ryan, it's Graham. There's so many that have been part of this. Many a times these guys stood alone and fighting the cause, getting the absolute piss taken out of. And you know what? This is not redemption day. These are people that want their club back, and that's it. I think that's the most important message. Doesn't matter what it is. If you want change, if you want an amount, this is
Yeah.
people that are no longer happy with the current situation, with the current regime, and with the direction that the club is taking. I think that's the most important message that we can come out of it tonight. If this guy needs to know that the fans are not happy.
Yeah, as
6 attempts to 2, 3 on target for United, 1 for Spurs.
as I said in one of the previous shows, right? Even if you don't want Levy and Tinic out, right? Even if you are thinking they are doing great job with the club overall, right? You cannot deny that the footballing matters are not the way they should be, right? So voice your discontent, show them that you are not okay with it, right? Show them that you are not okay with what they are doing with the club, footballing wise, right? And listen, protests don't have to mean that the owner has to sell, right?
Sorry, Mike,
It also
Richarlison's in. Surely! No! Why don't you shoot, man? Shoot, Richie!
oh Lord.
He's gone one-on-one with the goalkeeper and he's tried to play this ball square when he's got the whole goal in sight. Why are we playing this guy
Oh
on the left?
Lord,
Come
Richie,
on,
what the
man.
fuck are you
No,
doing, man?
no, Richie, you got to shoot. You're right,
Yeah, what?
Mason, to be angry. Everybody's got to be like, shoot, man. You're a striker. You're a striker.
Lord. Why didn't he shoot?
I don't know, man. I don't know. This guy's honestly, Porro, corner ball, whips the ball in the box. Perisic! Oh, what a save by the house. Son in the box, takes a shot, gets blocked, and now Man United get the ball. Shaw clears on the left hand side. I beg your pardon. Shaw back on the ball. This could be dangerous. Man
Wow,
United,
what a save.
fantastic save by the house from Perisic's header. Rashford knocks it out wide to the left-hand side where there clearly always is an overload there. Now we've got Sancho on the left-hand side versus Son in the area. Knocks it out wide to Fernandes, to Eriksen. 20 odd yards outside our box on the left-hand side. Ball goes out to Sancho. Really slow, but, again, we've got so many men behind the ball, but there's no pressure on the ball. None whatsoever. My. Ball in the box by Casemiro. Cleared by Romero. Richarlison. Nope, no foul. Richarlison's on the ball there. Why does he have to go to ground? You got it in control. You wanted the foul. Referee doesn't give it. Man United on the attack. Sancho again. 1-on-1 with Porro. Inside the area. Takes it. Looks to cut in. Blocked by Skip. The ball was going out to the edge of the box. Richarlison. Edge of the D. 2. Dyer, who knocks it out of play. It looked like, it wasn't Dyer. It was Skip. My. Mike, so close to an equaliser with Porro's ball in the box. Perisic there. Great save by De Gea.
Yeah.
It's a save that you'd expect him to make. Got a really good hand on it.
Yeah,
But
De Gea is really
close
good at
to
those type
1-1.
of
Yeah,
saves, right?
you'd expect him to make it. Anyway, I brought this coming up. BBC Live reporting that said as following, and now come the chance against Daniel Levy. They want him out in case you were in any doubt.
Good.
I know. There's a little bit of a piss take in the comment there, but there was no doubt, man. They want him. They want him out. They're making their voices known, and that is all. BBC Live have got nothing on Iggy. Yeah, guys. What are your feelings? 30 minutes. 30 minutes gone. Man United 1, Tottenham 0. Or Tottenham
Yeah,
nil, Man United 1.
shout out to Dietrich Kane writing in our group chat. Richie is shit.
Oh Lord, he said it
The Dietrich's
absolutely
classic, right?
Dietrich absolutely despises Richarlison. And to be honest with you, man, for a striker, that's a really poor finish. He's playing on the left. The thing is now I know some maybe not all, but some may say if Son in that situation on the left hand side, you
Yeah.
have to. We are playing Richarlison on the left. We're playing Son on the right hand side, and all the best chances are falling on that left hand side with Richarlison there. I think it might have been maybe it may have been a different outcome with Son there, but at the very minimum, there would have been better efforts than what we currently saw with Richarlison. That
By
is
the
for
way,
sure.
really interesting thing is that Poro is taking the corners. Not
Yes.
Perisic and not Son,
Another
right?
one. Poro's is hitting one in the box in the back stick. There's nobody there, and the ball goes out of play for a goal kick.
Oh man.
You know what? I actually agree with this comment right here. No matter how shaky the defense is, our attack has chances. There's been
But they have to take them. They have to take them
for sure.
because
For sure.
yeah, it's that this is the story of this season, right? Our defense is shit, but our attack has to take its chances, and whenever they don't, we lose games. It's easy as that, right? Like there haven't been many games where we were completely like dominated out of the park. No chances of scoring, right? Like a few games maybe that you can count on one hand, right? But other than that, all the games that we lost, we scored 1-2 goals, but we lost 3 or 4, right? So yeah.
Yeah, I agree, man. Sold a lot of them. If only were that easy. What's the point? If only. Man United on another attack. It's blocked by Dyer, I believe, and Son intercepted by Shaw. Man United another attack. The ball goes out wide to Dalot. Dalot edge of the box to Fernandez. In Anthony edge in the area. Rashford gets intercepted by Richarlison. Man. We've got so many players behind the ball. It's incredible. We got our attackers literally edge of the D.
Yeah.
It's just
They are keeping us under the cosh,
big time. But also we seem to lack a little bit of ideas, man. We really are. Anyway, Poro on the right hand side, up against Sancho, stops, turns back, goes back to Romero.
Yeah, we are slow. We are extremely slow to play out. Like whenever you think of Jose team or even Conte team last year, right? We were so quick in the transition, right? It was as soon as we got the ball, it was too quick pass.
Oh, stop! Was it offside? Why don't you flag before? Why must you wait 10 minutes before you give it offside? It is not offside here. Is he off? Yeah, it's clearly offside now.
Yeah.
Why must we wait another 30 seconds to a minute before you flag offside? I don't understand this rule.
I hate this new rule. Like I
if it's
get
close,
when it's useful.
leave it. But if it's five yards, come on, man, just flag and be done with.
It is useful in, as you said, like not clear cut, like situations, right?
Yeah.
But if he's like 2 meters offside, just flag it. Just don't waste everyone's time. Don't waste the player's energy, right? Because there were plenty of
it may be an impact with the goalkeeper, a collision that could be avoided. There's so many scenarios that could be avoided. My. Guys, make sure you smash that like, subscribe to the channel. Coming up to 35 minutes of the first half. Tottenham 0, Manchester United 1. To be honest with you, chances wise, we've been okay with it, but level of the game and play, we've not done much since we're going 1-0 down. It has to be said. But anyway, here we go. On the right hand side, Pogba gives it to Son. Son knocks it into Skip, who knocks it out wide to Højbjerg. Into Skip. Skip looking for to give someone a ball. Longley, who follows up the attack, knocks it out wide to Perisic. Perisic knocks it back to Dyer, who knocks it back to Perisic. We seem to go further back, and now Man United win the ball. They're so much quicker than us at winning the ball back.
Yeah.
But just as I say that, Perisic wins the ball, knocks it out forward to Richarlison. Rashford, good hold up play. Dyer. No, we've got to nick the ball off him. I thought it was a foul. Richarlison on the left hand side in the box takes the player or takes Fernandes on, knocks the ball in the box. There's nobody there. Kane and Son were nowhere to be seen. That was actually a decent ball in the box, but Son and Kane were not there to receive that ball. Foul by Romero
Lord.
on Fernandes. Yep.
Jesus Christ! They just seem like they don't care. And I'm not like surprised by it, right? But if Kane and Son were hungry, you bet they are there to receive that pass from Richarlison,
It's a
right?
weird
But
one, isn't it? He's done the right thing here in this move. Fernandes knocked it out. He's done the right thing. He's knocked the ball. Kane was behind him. Son was close. Nobody where they needed to be. 36 minutes gone. Spurs
man,
0. Man United 1. Yeah, this is going to be it's going to be a long ass night, isn't it? Let's have it right here. But we was under no illusion. Dyer flies in on Lindelof. So late again. But as the ball knocks out, and there goes Romero. We get to see a little bit more blue on the shirt sponsor. AI China in really small red. A bit more reading for dreams. I think that's what it says. Get a little bit more blue.
Yeah.
Never red on a shirt. Never red.
One of the many things that they.
Mate, that's just on a
right?
whole list of things that we can know. Paul, big up, Paul. We still have a chance. Can't let United score again. Absolutely. I do feel like if they score again, it's good night, Vienna. Richarlison got okay. Richarlison's just got beat for pace by Luke Shaw. Let that sink in. Son, Kane, intercepted by Sancho. We're so slow. We're so sluggish as well. We're so second to everything. Look at this. Look, second to everything. Like half a yard.
Oh Jesus, Kane! What the fuck was that
We
ball
look like we're
control,
about
mate?
half a yard behind.
Lord,
Honestly,
guys,
we need a Hoddle at least, a Madison, someone who plays the forwards in. You know what? If Rodgers were to come in next season, please bring Madison with you. Please.
Yeah. That's the only way I can accept Rodgers is if he brings Madison with him, right?
Yeah.
That's the only way. But I as I've said, like my priority is Nagelsmann, especially with like I don't know if you heard the rumors today, right? But the Ralph Ragnick was speaking and he tried to convince Nagelsmann to join Tottenham, and maybe hinting at him being a director of football. That would be an amazing. Them two, Ragnick and Nagelsmann, they already work together. Like that is my priority, right? But if it doesn't happen, listen, I wouldn't be surprised, right?
Oh, great save by Foster. The ball was knocked in to Rashford, and Foster straight there blocking it. That could have been 2-0 for Man United if it wasn't for Foster. Great save. Really did. It closed him down straight
Lord
away.
Jesus Christ.
Bissaka in the box, knocked out by Porro, and again intercepted by Son. Son, who wins the ball. He runs it. Who does he have to give it to? Kane is surrounded by 4 players. Here he is on the left-hand side. Kane, where's Lindelof? Waiting for support. Højbjerg goes on the outside. Kane knocks it out to Højbjerg. Højbjerg, 1-on-1 with Shaw. Knocks it out to Kane. There's no one in the box. Kane has done the right thing again. He's put it across the 6-yard box. Nobody there. Guys, if we don't join the attacks, we had 1, 2, 3 against 3 of our players against 6 of theirs. 6 of theirs in the area. Count them, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yeah. They've just attacked our area, flooding our area in numbers, and they've got. Look at this save, brilliant save. They just attacked, and they've gone to defend, and we don't get the players up there.
How is it acceptable and possible that they pressure us like hell, right? And whenever we break on them, we are outnumbered. Like, come on. Why is nobody joining the attack, for fuck's sake?
But look how many people look how many of our players right now, if you see it now, they just want to skip us on the ball. But just before then, just look out in that corner, how many of our players were standing. Just standing.
Yeah.
There's not enough movement. Not enough movement.
Come on, guys, move your effing asses.
You can see it.
Like,
It just wasn't. There was no movement.
Paying the tickets back for fans is not enough. You have to show more.
The
right?
ball dropped out to Rashford on the left-hand side. Left foot shot. Great save by Foster. Live again. Well done,
Lord.
Brendan. Fraser. Why am I calling him Brendan? I just called him Brendan. I don't know. Maybe because we was talking about Rodgers just a minute ago. That was a fantastic save. Reaction save by Foster, who blocks another shot out. He just saved one from Rashford with his right foot. Now he's going to save one with his left foot. Foster, fair play to you. Mate, you know what? Højbjerg's hardly touched this geezer. Why is
Of course, Fernandes is selling it.
He's not
Little
even touched
bitch.
him. Look at this.
Jesus,
look at this.
I hate this guy so fucking much, mate. Like,
I mean, look how close Højbjerg just got booked for that as well. How close was Dyer to even blocking that that chance from Rashford? Hands behind his back. Honestly, guys, we want to give this guy a new contract. Do you know what? Eriksen has been class, man, with his passing, with his vision. You know what? Everything that we used to know. He is definitely taking this free kick, Mike. 30 yards out, give or take, 30 yards out. Eriksen on the ball, we sure, but this is Eriksen right over. He is taking this free kick. Mate, no doubt about that.
mate,
I've over the bar.
I've seen him. Yeah, I've seen him scoring those plenty of times for us, right? I know he didn't now, but yeah.
Goal kick. 41 minutes on the clock. Tottenham 1. Manchester United 0. I know, Andy. I called him. I called him Brendan, didn't I? I think we was talking about Brendan Rodgers a minute ago, but you know what? You know what? I was just going to call him Brendan Fraser. If he's going to pull up saves like that, I'll call him Brendan. Yellow card for Wan-Bissaka, who's foul on Richarlison.
You've just said, X, that it's Tottenham 1, United 0. We all hope it would have been, but
all right.
Unfortunately, it's the other way.
Tottenham 0, Man United 1. Man. Listen, I'm going to give you bloopers galore, mate. Bloopers galore today. Don't worry about that. I'm going to mess up. I'm going to get things wrong. And I don't care. Oh, ball in the butt. Go on, Perisic. Perisic for a goal. Come on, Perisic. Oh, my God. Why, man? Why? Just one. Put it in the box. Put it left or right of him. And it's hitting straight at the hair. Mabafanculo.
How is that not a fucking goal? Jesus Christ.
All right, man. Come on, 1-on-1, perfect. Rashford wrestling Dyer. Edge of the box. Rashford goes past Dyer, and it's 2-0. Incredible, guys. From a situation where we should have equalised, one ball over the top, Rashford versus Dyer, you knew the outcome. As soon as I saw Rashford versus Dyer, do you know what? He didn't even have to do that much, Mike. He just carried the ball to his left side of the foot, bang.
Dyer just doesn't.
Look at this, guys. Look, inside order, a long ball by Fernandes, 1-on-1 versus Dyer. You just knew, look, Dyer's in a situation, okay, you know Rashford's going to be quicker. Stall him up. Look, it just goes past him. Whatever, mate. Whatever.
Mate,
whatever.
It's going to be ugly.
Whatever. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, guys. You can, if you're hitting the screen, look at. He's nowhere near. He's not going to make that. He doesn't even make the slide. Doesn't even slide to try and block that.
Dyer, you donkey twat! Put in a tackle, mate. Jesus Christ! Like, how is this guy? How is this guy a central defender for us? Dedas would prefer Sanchez in his place. I'm not even kidding. At least Sanchez tries to put in a tackle from time to time. Lord Jesus, like.
You know what? From our attack, Mike, we were going to make Perisic.
How are they allowed to transition so quickly? We just said that we don't commit numbers to the attack, right? So it, like, the logic would suggest we would have many bodies back, right? But they just, I don't know, they just don't care. Those players don't care anymore.
We've been saying that there's not really there's no purpose when we go in. We don't go in on the tackles. We don't block. We don't. We just give so many players time on the ball. There on the halfway line, 1-on-1 with him. We allow Bruno Fernandes to pick his pass. Son, edge of the box, knocks it out wide to Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro in the box, deflected, and it goes in the safe hands of De Gea. We're 2 minutes added on injury time as we approach the half time. Comfortable.
But let's be honest, right? If our team was playing with any sort of confidence, it wouldn't be a 2-0 because we had chances to score, right? The Ricci chance and the Perisic chance, like most cases, they are scoring it, right? But right now they are just shot. They are just shot. They don't believe in themselves, right? It's absolutely like it's painful, mate. It's painful to watch it, right?
Carl, you couldn't watch the match. The chants been loud. The chants have been loud. It definitely came through the TV.
Yeah.
Mike heard them himself earlier on. They were very, very loud, and you can definitely hear. There's no two ways about that. Diabolical diarrhea. Yeah, I can hear you. Spineless, pathetic bunch of players. Guys, I hear the frustration. I really, we're frustrated as well. Yeah, this is what Rich is supposed to do. I'm just reading out aloud the comments. Man United scoring just before half time, just like old Man United. I agree, Andy. 2-0 half time, not bad.
I think I've just heard another.
Do you know what?
Another
This is
video
going to
output, but I'm
get
not sure.
Mike. This will intensify. It's half time, guys. At the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham 0, Manchester United 2. Mate, I don't know what to say, man. We had
Ooh, but a lot of booing, Iggy. A
a
lot
lot
of
of
booing.
booing.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Mate, we haven't played as well. Man United have been on a playing point of view. They've been more than comfortable. They've been a better side, but on the chances, we have had chances, Mike. As bad as we have
Yeah.
been, we've been second best out there. Let's not make two ways about it. But there has been chances. Perisic, Richarlison, a couple of balls being put in the box. Porro took a wild shot, but Richarlison, I think, had two situations where he should have 100% done better.
Yeah.
And Perisic has said, I've mentioned it just now. There's been a few situations where we could have done a bit better, and perhaps we might have been in the game. But from our attack there, Perisic at the end with a shot, not just the header, but the shot from Perisic. Richarlison had another couple, so we had 4 chances, you could say. Perisic hits one straight at the hair's throat. We lose that ball. From that attack it goes into their attack. One long ball from Bruno Fernandes into Rashford. I knew from the moment he was 1-on-1 with Dyer, I thought he's only going to knock it past him and he's just going to slot it with left foot. Rashford's not going to miss them, Hunter.
Yeah.
And it's showing our forwards, or certainly Richarlison, what should be done in front of goal. Bury it.
It's what we said at the beginning of the game, right? If our attack doesn't finish its dinner, right? Then our defense won't keep a clean sheet. It's as easy as that. It's yet another game that we conceded 2 or more goals, right? Because we will concede more probably, right? But I swear, I think on one of the previous shows, like 3 weeks ago, I think I counted like 16 or 17 games that we conceded 2 or more. This is yet another one, and you have to count. I didn't count Bournemouth. I didn't count Newcastle, right? So that's probably like 20 games in a singular season where we conceded 2 or more goals. That's absolutely shambolic, mate. Like this defense is just not good enough. I don't know what was going through our recruitment's head that they decided not to invest in the summer in the defense, right? That's absolutely shocking for me.
Mate, we continue. The thing is, that's the summer. That's come and gone. But we continue with these rubbish decision making. We get rid of Conte to hire his assistant. His assistant goes. We hire his assistant. It's just a calamity. It's just an absolute joke. We are a club in disarray, and this is probably as bad as I remember in a long time.
Honest, what I'm waiting for the most is Stelios coming in right now. I hope he will be here.
Hopefully he'll come on and give us his reaction live from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Next Liverpool away, rest in peace. You know, it's yeah. I mean, Iggy, have you ever seen Dyer, the fridge tackle? Anyone ever? This is dreadful watch. Completely spineless. Everyone's yeah, deserving the Sun Glazers out loud. They're winning 2-0. Then our fans joke fans. I don't know, mate. I did see a lot of I did hear a loud booing. I did hear Levy out 100%. Mike, you finished those crisps yet?
No, still have a bit left.
Yeah. Stel coming in at half-time, be interested to see his thoughts from the stadium. Yeah, Stel said before the game he should be coming. It's just you know what it is sometimes. I have to tell you this, guys. For those who not maybe haven't been to the stadium, at half-time, obviously everybody's on their phones, whether they're checking whatever they're checking scores, WhatsApps, what messages, or just looking at news, whatever it is, everyone's on it. So the connectivity sometimes does go to pot at half-time. So connection is not the Wi-Fi is not always the greatest. So maybe it's and just as I say that, it's proving completely wrong. Still 2-0 half-time. Over to you, my man. Give us your sensation from the stadium.
Breach, Stelios, breach.
The floor is yours.
Go for it, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, I can just about hear you guys.
Give us your thoughts, Stel. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, just talk, man. Just talk.
The first goal, we just gave Sancho too much time. He's curled it in, but we were too deep again. When we get the ball, we don't counter-attack quickly enough. We don't find the forward pass. We don't switch to play. It's too much sideways football. And then that last goal was shocking. I mean, that oh my God. The ball goes to Rashford versus Dyer, and you're thinking, oh no, if this is a foot race, Dyer's going to lose. But then Rashford stops, and you're thinking, oh, thank God for that. But then he goes again, and Dyer doesn't even know he's gone. And then he smashes it in. I mean, we've had some half chances. Richarlison, listen, people that defend Richarlison, enough. He's terrible.
Still, that attack
is terrible.
Still, that second goal was from our attack where Perisic is through on goal. He hits it straight at the hair. We could be 1-1, goes the other end, and they go 2-0.
Yeah, no, Iggy, I agree, man. We've even put a couple of dangerous crosses into the box across the goal line, and like there's no one there. There was one time we had an attack, and Richarlison's jogging forward. I'm like, you're in the front three, man. You're in the front three. You're jogging forward.
Still, have you know Richarlison's playing on the left, Son on the right? Why is that? Do you think?
Iggy, do you know what? I can't hear you say it again.
Richarlison is playing on the left. Son is on the right. Why is that?
No idea. I've got no idea. No idea. Perisic hasn't done anything good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who looks really good. Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen has been.
We said that.
So
yes.
We said the same thing during the stream. He looks like.
I've got to say as well.
Oh no, Stelios, we can't hear you. We can hear you, mate.
The sound is gone.
Oh,
I can hear you.
Okay. Good.
Okay, you're good now.
Good, go for it.
I have to say, I'm fucking angry with the Spurs fans because there's been Levy out chants. There's the ENIC out balloons. They got released. But at 2-0, nothing. That was the time to go toxic. And I'm actually at a point now where I don't know what it's going to take for these fans to act. Like, everyone's half-time. They've got their beers. Like, look. There's people over there eating. I just don't get it. We should be in the stands right now going crazy. But one guy next to me, he goes to me, I'm fickle. I said, no, I paid to be here. Did you pay to be here? Yeah. Are you happy with it? No, but, you know, it's not Mason's fault. I'm not blaming Mason. I'm not Mason out. I'm Levy out. Oh, but, you know, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't get Champions League football. Go, we're not getting Champions League football, mate. We're not getting. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand, guys. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Stel, what do we need to do differently in the second half? Other than get 2 goals, obviously.
We need to go into the toilets, get some tissue, set fire to it, and burn this place down. We need to burn the whole thing down.
Yeah, man.
I meant tactically. We don't encourage anyone to burn the stadium down, of course.
Tactically, you can do.
Yeah.
Skip and Hypehead aren't creating anything. As long as Dyer's in the back three, that's going to happen. What you saw with Rashford. Porro, Perisic haven't created anything. This isn't about tactics. We've gone to a back three today with attacking wing backs. We're playing to our strengths. The players aren't good enough. It's that simple. This isn't about coaching. It's not about tactics. It's not about motivation. Listen, I will say this. Wan-Bissaka, he looks really dodgy at the back. Arsenal, I've been saying, yes, Bob, I'm beginning to agree. Wan-Bissaka, he looks so dodgy in defence, and now he's on a yellow card. If I was going to make one tactical, not change, but if I was tactically going to do something, I would say attack Wan-Bissaka, attack him, because he looks bad. But I think Man United are going to score another goal. So
yeah, they will. They definitely will score another one, right?
Maybe at 3-0, the fans will wake up. Maybe
The
at
thing
3-0,
is, the thing is, this is the perfect scenario because Manchester United have got the perfect players for the counter. Eriksen, Casemiro with a passing range. Fernandes, you got Rashford, Sancho, Anthony, all quick players. They will get that opportunity to hit us on the counter because you got to expect Tottenham to come out. One would think.
Honestly, if fans in the stadium don't have the courage to sing or don't want to sing, I hope they fucking slap us 4 or 5-0. So maybe they will wake up. Because if they are okay with being 2-0 down at halftime to United, then I don't fucking know what's going on. How is it acceptable? How is this acceptable, mate?
Jamie Git, we've had the pain without the rebuild.
Yeah, we had the pain without the rebuild.
Mate, do you know what the worst thing is? Man United fans are singing, Harry Kane, we'll see you in June. We'll see you in June. We'll see you in
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
Wow.
We're getting absolutely bantered. And the Spurs fans are sitting there like,
I guess he will go.
And did Kane go
fuck's
like
sake.
that? Did Kane go like that when they're saying that? Yeah, 100%. Without attack, I want to be in there.
Mate, it's so sad. It's so sad.
Do you know what? Even still, even listening to your surroundings sounds so flat. Normally, there's a buzz. I've been there where you are right now. Normally, it's buzzing in that area, but it sounds
everyone's
so.
just chilling out, look. Everyone's just chilling out. Sorry, look.
There we go, guys. Look, the bars are full. Drinking and eating. Incredible.
Mate,
Incredible.
I'm lost for words, honestly. I'm lost for words.
Listen, I think maybe if we go to 3-0, maybe the fans will do something. But so far, listen, we had a good protest outside the stadium. We chanted Levy out in the stands. One of the Levy outs was really loud, really loud.
Yeah, we could hear it. It was really hearable, right? But
we let the ENIC out balloons, but the problem is it's not constant. It's little spells of anger, frustration, toxicity. We need really more, like a good 10-15 minutes of non-stop Levy out and get out of our club. And I don't know, there's a lot of fans sitting around me. They're just happy to just be here. They know it's shit. They're moaning. They're complaining. But they're just happy to be here.
It's unacceptable for like they show the stands, right? The camera pans to the stands, and you can hear you can see guys with their arms folded, pointing something out. You can clearly see that they are pissed off, that they don't like it. Why is no one taking any action? They just sit there and they are okay with it. That's one thing I cannot understand. Absolutely,
Yeah,
Listen,
I think what you're telling us is worse than the scoreline at the moment.
say that again.
I was saying what you're telling us from there is actually more worse than the score itself.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to keep chanting. Ryan Daigle, Ryan Graham, Ben, everyone in there, we're going to keep chanting. Let's see. Maybe we need to concede another 2 goals. Maybe it's got to get. I don't know.
Yeah, listen, the game is done. For me, I don't see how we're going to come back. Not because I think 2-0 is not a result that you can turn around. Of course you can turn that around. But you got to look at what we're watching right now. I don't see that happening.
Listen, what I will say is, Man United defensively don't look good. I know De Gea made one good save, but if we go at them with pace, not pace is in running, but the speed of the pass forward, we can get at them. I'm telling you, we can get back in this game. But the problem is, we're not doing it. Get out of our club.
Big up, Jory. Thanks for the super chat. Get out of our club chant is best for TV. So maybe.
Listen, I'll try. Jory, listen, brother, I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
It's true. Still, we've got 204 people in the chat. It's insane, man. We haven't been doing a lot of watch-alongs, but people are enjoying it. What do you want to say to these guys in the comments?
Guys, listen, I'll jump on after the game. As soon as the game finishes, give me 5 minutes and then I'll jump on as well.
Yeah. We will.
What do you want to say to the guys in the chat? Anything you want to say to the guys in the chat?
Leave me out!
Never in doubt. See you later, Stel. See you after the game.
Big up.
See ya.
Big up, mate.
As the players are coming out of the tunnel and onto the pitch, guys. Mike, what are you hoping to see the second half, mate?
I don't know, man.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Footballing wise, I expected more already, right? They didn't show me that they care. Those players didn't show me that they care. So, I will just enjoy this time spent with you, right? And that's it, pretty much, man.
That's fair
honestly, what I'm doing right now is searching for my girlfriend's comment in the chat because apparently she commented and I cannot find it. But
I'll try and keep an eye out for her. What is her name?
I honestly don't remember what her account is called. But yeah, don't worry about it. She just wrote me on Messenger about it.
No problem. Right, the second half is underway from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham 0, Man United 2. I don't believe there's been any changes. I will just have a look right now, guys.
It doesn't look like it.
Guys, if you haven't smashed that like right now, there's 177 of you in the chat. Guys, make sure you smash that like to this stream. It really helps the channel. It really does. And the ball's knocked in the box. It's deflected. Spurs got a corner. Pedro Porro is going to be taking it. Come on, we need a goal. We need a goal. A goal is definitely much needed. Come on, Spurs. Come on, Spurs. Casemiro blocked out the first one now. Come on, boys. We need this. We've got this. Come on. Let's do it. Back heel from Perisic was intercepted by Casemiro. Ball in the box by Porro. Cleared again by Casemiro. Just skip. Nope. Anthony blocks that. It goes for a throw. It's a Spurs throw just by the dugout. Ball gets thrown on the pitch. I don't know why that is. Who's that smart Alec that did that? Here we go. Sign. Levy out. Enoch out. Massive sign there. Held up. Well done. Well done. Well done. Finally, a bit of coverage on TV. There you go. I hope you're reading. Yeah. His face is always the same. He knows. He knows.
Yeah.
It's just his ego. Oh, Michael, you're so hot. I wonder who this could be.
Yeah, that's
I
her.
wonder
That's
who
her.
this could be. There we go. We found her. We found her. Big up, Alexandra. Thanks for commenting. There we go.
Yeah. At least we have some funny gear, right?
Yeah,
Because
we
watching
got
this
to.
game is not fun.
Listen,
So
guys, we will always try and have, as bad as it gets, we will always try and have a little bit of a laugh. Listen, my bloopers alone, and I've made a few today. If that hasn't made you laugh, I don't know what will. Ball's in the box by Perisic. Richarlison doesn't get a header. Shot by Porro. Kane. In the box. Somebody, please. Oh! Come on.
come on, boys. Come
We
on.
hit the bar and out for a goal kick. Longley
Oh,
hits the bar
Lord.
from a header. Oh, Lord of mercy. It's like watching Sunday League football. It really is. When you see this sort of stuff, it's just like, I mean, it comments itself. Rebounds, ricochets, fouls, smashed in the ground. Then Perisic's back in the box, Longley in a huddle, gets the keeper, hits the head out, and then it goes. I think
the worst thing was when Perisic had the ball on the left. Sonny was completely free, at the edge of the box. One pass to him, and he probably slots it in, right? But yeah, that's just.
Yeah, we saw that, Grumpy Grandpa. We saw that sign. You see what I mean? My bloopers alone will keep you entertained. Don't worry about that. Cheers, Dave. I think you're hot too, mate. Come on. De Gea makes his clearance. Guys, honestly, let's all laugh at Spurs. Very funny. Feeling confident now, running, isn't it? We got Liverpool on the weekend.
Yeah, you watch, Ronald. We are going to slap you. We are going to slap you at Anfield. You watch it, man.
Yeah, we're going to come all the way to Anfield and give you some slaps.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now, see what happens. See what you started off. Look at this. Look at these comments now.
Good, man. Good.
Yeah, all good.
Cheers to every commenter.
You know what? You know who I wish was hot? Our forwards right now in front of goal. That would be nice. To have our forwards hot in front of goal.
Yeah,
would be
they are as cold as steel.
Big up, Jack. Guys, anybody that's joined during the stream, let the comments are just flying. Big up if you've just joined us, or you've joined us during the first half, or you're joining us right now. Big up, welcome. Sorry, the score. By the way, where is the score?
Newcastle 3-0, man.
Where is the score? Here we are. The score is here.
Lord. Newcastle 3-0.
They're winning 3-0.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Newcastle they're not gonna mess this up. They're not gonna mess. Do you remember last year when we was in that little run?
Yeah, this slapped Arsenal, right?
One game a week. We was just slapping teams left, right, and centre. That's the journey they're on now. They're not. Yeah. They probably won't lose another game to the end of the season, Mike. That's where we was. Yeah. If you remember the momentum we gathered, as long as they got their players fit, they don't lose anyone along the way. They will slap teams up left, right, and centre.
Yeah, that's just what playing with confidence is, right?
Of course.
And our, as you said, our team was the same, right? They were playing with confidence. They were winning games, and it's the same set of players pretty much, right? There are maybe 3 players different than what we had.
Different journey, though. We're on a different journey this time around. A different journey.
Jesus, guys, fix the fuck up. Show us something, man.
Chris, I can't disagree with you, mate. I really can't disagree with you. It's guys. I mean, I know I should be commenting on the match right now, but it was really not much going on. Everton can go down. Newcastle in the Champions League for sure. You know what? If these guys get in the Champions League, boy, they're going to spend big this summer. They're
Yeah.
going to spend big this summer. But you know what? Let's take a moment. Let's have a look at the scores elsewhere whilst we'll wait something to happen on this game.
Yeah.
We've got Everton are 3-0 down to Newcastle. Mike just mentioned that. That's 10 minutes left. They played 79 minutes already. So Southampton 0, Bournemouth 1. That's on the 82nd minute. And of course, Spurs are 2-0 down to Manchester United on the 52nd minute. On other championship, Rotherham are drawing with Cardiff 1-1. Are you interested? Anyone interested? Spanish football? Nah. Italian football? Anyone? Nah. We'll leave that.
This is Fiorentina Cremonese, the Coppa
Yeah.
Italia, right?
It doesn't matter. No. Yeah. Tomato. No, mate. Anyway, let's look at this closer to home. You guys, honestly, we've not missed much. Comfortable. We had that initial little spell where we just scrambled with a ball that hit the bar by long lay back. When I say the high, it weren't like he headed it and hit the bar. He headed it and the ball went top of the bar and out of play. So it wasn't like anything
I
dangerous.
swear, X, if we don't fix this defense in the summer.
How many seasons, man? How many seasons? We've been talking about defense need to invest in. We talked about Gavardia. We spoke about Bastoni. We spoke about Skriniar, De Vrij. Listen, it's gonna. Yeah, we'll see. If Dyer don't get a contract, Longley don't get a full permanent contract. Porro, no. The Levy out, Enoch out is right behind the banner. Is right behind the goal there. You can clearly see it. It is massive. You guys should be able to see it if you have a little screen or tab up and opened up. You'll be able to see it. I said it earlier. I'll say it again. I hate seeing managers with arms crossed. I just hate it. I don't want to see that. I don't necessarily want to see them super duper animated in the way that perhaps Arteta is or Conte before. Not like that. I'm not saying I want to see that. I want to see some life though. I want to see some. The hair just got away with that clearance. But of course, God forbid it falls to a Tottenham player. Richarlison gets the ball back from Wan-Bissaka. Richarlison gets tackled easily. You know what? This guy is. You know what?
Richarlison is a complete failure, mate. Like,
mate, but the thing is, running with the ball, like he doesn't. He sees the tackle comes from this side. Doesn't put his body between the ball and man, so you avoid that player coming in. Doesn't release the ball. If you're going to get close down, release the ball to a player. That Son was just there. Kane was just there.
Or get fouled. Get fouled, mate, right?
We have put Son from the left to the right to make way for him.
Yeah.
On that left-hand side, and I haven't seen anything. People would be shouting out earlier on, put Danjuma on. Perhaps it's time to do so. Surely he's going to get his game time soon. He has to. We're just hitting his hopeful balls right now. Porro in the midfield to Højbjerg. Højbjerg knocks the ball to the left-hand side to Perisic. Control. Perisic just takes on one. Richarlison. That's got to be a penalty, surely. Goal by Porro. Get in. 2-1. Come on, boys.
Come on.
Side of the foot by Pedro Porro. And we're back in the game with 55 minutes gone.
Porro.
What a finish.
Brilliant shot.
That's outside what he's the foot finish. Not easy.
That's what he's good at, X. And you know what the fucking issue is with our team? That our defense is so bad that we cannot facilitate this guy going forward. That's the whole issue. He's not supposed to be defending. He's supposed to be attacking. Like he was doing.
I thought this was a foul on Richarlison. No, Kane's shot blocked. Look at this finish. Outside the foot. Bam. 2-1.
Brilliant finish, mate. Wow.
That is top draw stuff, guys. That is top draw stuff. It has to be said, it was a great finish. And you know what? Maybe here we go. Rashford on the left-hand side takes on players completely surrounded by Spurs shirts. Eriksen, edge of the box, looks the through ball. The ball goes in. Oh my God! Fernandes hits the bar. Great save by Foster. Fernandes missed an absolute sitter, hitting the bar with just the keeper to beat, and on the
Oh
rebound,
Lord!
the header by
What?
Bissaka was saved by Foster. My God, that could have been game, set,
That
and
could have
match.
been ugly, mate.
Game, set, and match. My. How did he miss that? I'll never know. But we live to tell another day. Guys, I don't know. Honestly, how the hell we just come back into the game and we nearly went back out of it?
Yeah,
Eriksen in the corner.
it's it's just
Bloody hell! Eriksen's beat the first man on the corner. Shot by Anthony. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
I just got the reference about Eriksen.
They beat the first man in the corner. 7 years we had him at the lane and he couldn't beat the first man. Yeah, the first attempt is already. He's gone back post. Fucking hell, man. You got
Yeah.
honestly.
It's just what you said, right? About we just gone back into the game, right? And as soon as it happens, they just lose concentrations. Those guys are not concentrated.
No,
It's the issue, right? They have to be concentrated, and they are not. And it's like 1 minute later, we almost concede the third goal. Like, oh
incredible,
Jesus,
man.
Sancho.
Yeah, listen.
I guess,
United have woken up since we
yeah,
since we scored that goal. We thought it's supposed to be waking us up. It's actually woken them up, and
yeah.
now they're going to try and push for that third. I don't know what that means with the chants and the leave-outs and all of that stuff, because we're a very forgetful fan base. We score one goal and everything's rosy and
Well,
brilliant again.
because I
How
had the
the
sound
hell
of the
did
game, right?
Fernandes get through that? I'll never know. Did he not make the defender? I don't
Yeah,
know.
he nutmeg Langley. I don't understand how he didn't score
We
that.
don't know, Jay. We don't know either, mate. We don't know how he's hit the bar from there. He's tried to, he's probably tried to be a bit flashy instead of just picking a spot. Or maybe, you know what? Foster is a massive guy. Maybe him coming out just made that goal look a lot smaller. I don't know. Lord,
I'm gonna go
mercy.
grab myself another one. Be right back.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Nutmeg Longley. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, Mike's gone to get himself a drink. God, I wouldn't half love a drink. Hint, hint. Ball's in the box, intercepted into a corner. Corner. Spurs are trying. They definitely have to listen. At the end of the day, what more can you lose? You have to go for it. You have to go for it. If you lose, you lose. But go for it, man. Play. Go and get what's yours. Don't wait for things to happen. Go and make it happen. Porro with another corner. The fans in the corner there absolutely going wild. Ball in the box. Romero missed the clearance completely. Oh, Højbjerg shot just wide of the post on the 59th minute. But it's a little bit better. A little bit more. A little bit more fight. A little bit more. Come on, man. Richarlison going off on the hour. Substitution from Tottenham. Kulusevski coming on for Richarlison. See you later, Richie. Martial's also coming on for Manchester United. Martial, let's have a look and see who's coming on for. Eriksen. Interesting. Thank you. Interesting. Okay, so 2 substitutions it seems. Sancho and Eriksen have gone off for Martial and Fred. Wonder what that is. I thought Eriksen was having a good game. Oh, nice. Cold drink, lovely. Kane to Højbjerg. Perisic inviting him to give him the ball on the left-hand side. Perisic 1-on-1 with Bissaka, cuts in. Kane, edge of the box, takes a shot. Tame shot, blocked by the Man United defence. Kane back on the ball. There's been 3 subs there, Mike. I'll tell you in just a second who there were. Poro on the right-hand side. Tackled by Dalot. So Kulusevski has come on for Richarlison. That's our a bit two for Man United. Oh, Kulusevski on the right-hand side. Cuts in. Balls in the box! Oh, intercepted by Wan-Bissaka. Perisic was starting on the back post. So Kulusevski has come on for Richarlison. I beg your pardon. Eriksen off for Fred. And Martial off for... Oh, forgive me. It was Sancho, I believe it was. Yeah, Sancho. So 3 substitutions, 2 for Man United, 1. I was surprised for Eriksen, I must admit. He's put Fred on.
Come on, Kulusevski. Win your spot back. Win your spot back, man.
Corner ball.
I know you
haven't
been good. Yeah, I know he hasn't been good, but come on. Like, Richarlison has been worse, so...
Corner taken. Højbjerg, edge of the box, takes a shot. Smothered by De Gea. Timid calls for handball there by Højbjerg, but nothing much. Son backtracking all the way. So Son now has gone on the left-hand side with Kula taking his place on the right. We go back home to Longley into Højbjerg inside our own half. Martial's taking his place up front with Rashford on the left-hand side. So
I know you are like 30 seconds ahead of me, right? But after that Højbjerg shot, when De Gea went long, look who was there defending. It was Son in our own half.
Yeah, for the header.
Because Perisic is so fucking... Perisic is so far up the pitch that Son has to run all the way back to do his defensive duties.
These are the things a lot of people don't take into account or don't see or perhaps miss. There's a little bit more fight in this half as Man United go on another attack. Anthony versus Longley on the right-hand side. Gets to the corner. So that skip clears his lines out for a throw. Oh, every time United attack, they look like they're going to hurt
it's so dangerous. Every time they are near our
they look like they're going to hurt us. And that's just, you know what, guys? That's just it. What's your time, Iggy? As in, what's the time in England, or what's your time on the clock? I got it on on BT Sport Live. 63 minutes and 56 seconds, if that helps.
Yeah, you are 15 seconds ahead of me then.
Yeah, and I'm watching it on on cable live.
Yeah.
So for 15 seconds behind, that's not bad. You're in Poland, aren't you?
Yeah. Of course.
So it's not bad at all, man.
Yeah. Generally, I really enjoy our coverage of Premier League because it's like an online streaming service.
Yeah.
With their own like commentary studios and all that stuff.
Listen. I know you're right. The foreign coverage of the Premier League is second to none. Sky Sport. I watch a lot of the games as well on Sky Sports Italia, and I absolutely love it. They cover the 3 o'clock games on a Saturday, which nobody covers here in England.
By the way, it's such a joke when I landed. Like I pay for one streaming service and I get every single Premier League game. And you guys have to pay for BT Sports, Sky Sports, and one other one, I think, right?
Yeah.
Or is it just BT and Sky Sports?
Still, God, Son! No! Oh, Sonny, what a ball by Kane. My God, he brilliant action there from the ball was picked up by Kane on the midfield. He's run it to the right-hand side.
No, Sonny, how have you
comes past Shaw and whips a great ball to the back stick. With Son,
man. Like,
he's got to hit the target, man.
I don't want to blame him for that, right? But he could have taken a touch. He had enough space to take a touch and blast it. Oh, Lord. Like, so much space. Damn it. Ah, man.
Here we go again. Son knocks it out wide to Longley to Perisic. On the left-hand side, about 35 yards away from the Man United goal. Back to Højbjerg.
Much better second half, by the way. Much better.
They've come out.
So
the
far,
clubs are off. You know when you're 2-0 down, the game is gone. It's like now, The pressure. Let's just make a reaction. He's in. Kulusevski inside the area. Takes the right shot. Wide of the post. Kulusevski is saying he wants the corner, saying that they have made the save. But I don't think the referee's having any of it.
Ah, damn it.
No, it doesn't now. I think he's lying. Wow. Really, man. Newcastle are 5-1 up. My.
Yeah, 5-1.
My 11 goals in 2
No, so,
games.
yeah, disallowed, but
We
still.
disallowed it. Okay, 10 goals in 2 games.
Still like 4-1, man. Like,
Mamma mia. Wow. Guys in the comments, how are you feeling about this? Do you reckon we're going to get this back, guys? Let us know your thoughts. Let me and Mike know your thoughts.
yeah.
Let
My
me and Mike-
prediction was
let
2-1, so
Mike
I
and
guess.
I know your thoughts.
My prediction was 2-1, so I guess, you know, we will see. I hope I'm not right? But
Listen, at the end of the day, the initial first half was shaky, man. I mean, I can't hear the crowd, so I'd imagine it's quite why, and obviously the leave you out chance, blah blah blah. But the second half, there has been some sort of a reaction, which is what I was saying at the beginning of the game, even before the game started. I want to see a reaction. You just got
exactly, a reaction, right?
You want to see a reaction, right? To show that you're still alive. It doesn't matter if you win or you're going to lose a game. You need to be alive in the game. Then you can win. You can live or die at the sword. But you want to show the reaction. You want to show that you're alive. You want to show you're in a battle for 90 minutes. Then at the end, que sera. Perisic, not edge of the box. Son knocks it back out to Perisic. Everyone's looking for the ball in the box. Dyer! No! But what are you doing? How the fuck do you miss that, man? 6 yards of her free header. You miss it, man. Ma vaffanculo. Come on, man. Sit in the 6-yard box. You miss an open goal. Literally got the keeper to hit the. Look at that, man. Listen, it doesn't matter who it is, Dyer or whoever else. You cannot miss from it. Look at the reaction of the crowd.
Look at the reaction
of the crowd.
How the fuck did you miss that, man? How the fuck did you miss that?
You cannot hit a target from there. It's honestly, guys. Rashford, Dyer again. It needs help. Dyer. Great tackled by Skip. My God, Rashford was ready to pull the trigger there, man.
But by the way, X, I think it's the first time I've heard you swearing in Italian during the game.
Oh my! This is shocking, man. Absolute shocking, man. How do you miss that? How do you miss that? What a tackle by Skip. That should have been a foul on Skip. Actually.
Wow. By the way, Skippy.
Yeah, no, mate, he's put his body on the line there.
Honestly, because we said that we didn't see, much passion in the first half and whatever, right? Skippy, he's not like the best player out there. He's not like, progressive or whatever. But he is giving his best. And honestly, all those reports about him going at like senior players during the Newcastle game at halftime, I believe them. Because when you look at it, he's the one giving.
My God, another shot from Bruno Fernandes. Saved, one-handed save by Foster, who goes out for a corner. You know what? I don't want to jinx the geese. About 70 minutes gone. Foster's been quite solid.
Yeah.
Everything he's had to deal with, he's dealt with. Listen, for me, he had no chances on either of the goals.
Yeah, it's absolutely pretty much one-on-one actions, right? Because you cannot count Dyer beating the attacker because it's like he's not there.
2 more subs by Man United. Malacia and Weghorst has come on. Is that him? Yeah, it is. Yeah, Weghorst. Weghorst and Malacia coming on for Bissaka and Anthony. So that means Martial's probably going to move out to the flanks with Rashford. And Weghorst will take his place as a number 9 up top.
Yeah. Or they are going to play that
To be honest with you, it's
strange
quite a
number
strange
10.
substitution because
Yeah,
I would have thought that they would have carried on going on their counter attacks, absorb and try and hit it. But I don't know. Maybe Ten Hag has thought differently. But who cares about
It's
them, man? It's all about us. Come on, Spurs.
just guys, just focus on Weghorst for fuck's sake, because they have a corner and
Rashford intercepted by Skip again. It's had a solid second half, Skip. I have to say. There's been a reaction. Listen, tackles have gone in there, and Skip has been amongst them.
Yeah.
So listen.
nice one, Skippy. Nice one. Come on, guys. Come on.
It's a really, really confused part of the game. It's not very. It's a little bit scrappy at times.
Yeah.
Man United are trying to just keep the ball a little bit for the next few minutes at least. They're trying to regain control of the game. Listen, attacks wise, chances wise, we've been there. We've been there.
Yeah.
It's just the clinical part of it. Man United looks like they're going to be a little bit more clinical than we are in the situations.
Honestly, we kind of shut ourselves defensively, right? Because
Yeah,
both of the chances, if we had proper defenders, both of those chances aren't going through, right?
but they're
Especially
not irresistible themselves. Oh, about an attack on the Spurs. Højbjerg, look for Kane. Look for Kulusevski. Release that ball, Højbjerg. He has. Kulusevski on the right hand side. He keeps it on. Weghorst came all the way back to put that challenge in, and it control and reduce the momentum. Goes back to the halfway line. Dyer on the ball. Not as in we're rubbish on the ball, but Dyer's on the ball. Son, foul. That was a really good turn by Son. Lindelof should be yellow carded. Kane's arguing that it should be yellow. It shouldn't be a yellow card. Where's the booking? Why is it not booking him? Mason is absolutely right to be annoyed.
How
with
is
the
that
fourth
not a
man.
fucking booking?
Yeah, because he's turned and he's now facing their goal, so he's got to be booked. He's not going sideways. He's turned him and he's going towards your goal. So you got to book him. Guys, that's a booking. It doesn't make a great speed.
He didn't touch the ball. He pulled his shirt down. How is that not a yellow card?
But also, he's not going sideways. He's turned
Yeah.
you and he's going towards your goal. That's a yellow card. Anyway, free kick to Spurs. Who's on the ball? Who we got on the ball here? Is that Porro? Porro on the ball? No. Højbjerg takes it. Pull it across the box. Long lane. No. Come on, guys. A little bit more in front of the goal, man. A little bit more. Like, just throw yourself at it, man. Lord of mercy. My, Mike. We can't say we haven't had chances in this game.
Yeah.
Honestly, we can't. On the chances alone, man. Much better now from Spurs. We're winning the ball back.
Do you know what this game reminds me of? The 2-1 loss against Liverpool.
Yeah.
It's similar. I mean, United created a bit more chances than Liverpool in that game, right? But we just presented Liverpool with 2 goals.
A shot from Kane, saved by De Gea.
Come on, boys! Come on!
We're knocking at the door, man. We're now entering the last quarter of the match. 75 minutes gone. Tottenham 1. Manchester United 2. My. Look at this
Come
one
on,
here.
Boys. Come on.
If Longlade showed a little bit more to get in front of Malasik, he might have been able to make it 2-2 there. 111 of you in the chat. Make sure, guys, please smash the like, subscribe to Tottenham Away, and head over to also to Tottenham Way 2 and smash the subscribe on that. Your support is always will be appreciated.
Like the stream, guys. Like the stream. The boys deserve it.
Yeah, smash the like to the stream. If nothing else, smash the like for the amount of fuck ups I've made during this stream. I don't care. It's fine. Right, Porro wide of the box. He puts the ball in there. It gets intercepted by Casemiro, who stops the ball going getting to. That's a foul, man. Stop the ball getting into Son, and a foul on Skip. Skip's been solid this second half. I have to say. Listen, there's been a much better performance. Or Weghorst and Weghorst and Romero having a little face to face there. He slapped him across the face there. Look at that. I know you're trying to protect the ball, but he's literally just put his hand on his face. on, man.
Honestly, it looked a bit funny when Romero, squared up to Beckers and he's like looking down at him. There is like this much of a difference between them.
Proper different, exactly. So I get it. Sometimes you do this, and because he's so tall, is he taking Poro off? Poro's gone off for Danjuma. Poro off,
So
on.
it
Looks like maybe Kulizeski's going to go right wing back. Perisic goes off as well, so we changed our wing backs. Perisic
or maybe
off, and Davis has gone on the left. Now I don't know if tactically we're going to change a little bit.
I think we might try this 4-2-4 system with Danjuma as one of the center forwards. I think that's what's going to happen. By the way, it's so strange to say it, but I'm so happy to see Davis back. Like literally.
Mad, isn't it? Mad. It's a strange one to make, though, isn't it? Though with 13 minutes to go, put Perisic off. Listen, Perisic. Yeah, listen. Whatever. We'll focus on that after the game. Maybe we'll have a bit more.
What the fuck are you doing, man? Okay, that thank God
So
didn't happen to anything
Danjuma
bad, right?
looks like he's gone up front with Kane. Is that right?
Yeah, they will probably.
Kulizeski and some wide. So you're right, Mike.
Yeah.
I think we got into a 4-2-4.
4-4. Yeah. What a
77 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
77
Guys, come
minutes
on.
gone.
Come on.
Got to try. We've got to try. It's now or never. We've got to go for it. Romero back to Foster. Foster with a left foot ball. What a ball by Foster into Davis. Hey, listen, that was a quality ball. You see, little things like that.
Yeah.
Foster on his weaker foot has just got that ball and has pinned it to Davis comfortably. No, Griff. No, oh my God, what's he doing? There was none of that. As soon as he got the ball, he knocked it out wide. That's what you want from a modern day goalkeeper. You have to want that.
Yeah, Foster has been much better than Lloris this season, and I am ready to say that, right? I know Lloris had one or two good games, but other than that, he's been such a liability in terms of playing out of the back that I would much rather see Foster. And then,
Kane is going on goal. Kane knocks it ball. Surely, yes! Woo! Hey, nice one, Sonny. Nice one, Sonny. Nice one, Sonny.
Let's have another one.
Come on, boys.
Yes, boy.
2-2. Woo! The South Koreans' flags are all out. Everyone's going mad on the bench.
Boys.
Great ball from Kane, and Sonya's made it 2-2. Honestly, I don't know what the hell happened here. That not that ball out. Where was Malacia going?
By the way, did you notice he ran straight to Mason to hug him?
Yep. Of course.
Honestly, X-Men, if they feel better playing under Mason, I mean, let me at least enjoy the end of the season, right? We aren't playing for anything. We aren't going to get top 4 or whatever, right? So at least let us enjoy it. If they are going to be happy playing under him, then
I don't think there's anything to. I think, look, man, you got to understand. Mason's been about a long time. They've been teammates. They've had him as teammates, as coach. They want to help him at the end of the day. I think that's the general. I think they're just that embrace. I wouldn't look too much into it, Mike. I think it's just they probably would have realised how much pressure would have been under for this game. So it's just a ticket, yeah. No more nor less.
Honestly, Romero just kept up with Rashford pace-wise. Not bad, man. Not bad.
If any player that can keep up with Rashford,
my biggest dream right now is that they just see it through, even if it's a draw. I don't care. Just don't lose, please.
There's plenty of time, Mike. 10 minutes plus injury time, so anything is still possible.
Come on, boys. Just focus, please.
You're asking our players to focus.
yeah, my mother or something, right?
Do you not know our boys? Come on. 2-2. Corner ball. Fernandez on the right hand side. Puts the ball in Lindelof. Cleared by Romero. Malacia. Getting pressured by Kulusevski, who's resorted to go all the way back to his own half and back to his goalkeeper. De Gea goes long into Casemiro. Casemiro on the ball, picks up the ball on the halfway line, knocks it out wide to the left-hand side. Rashford takes a skip, blocked by Skip. Solid half by Skippy. Brilliant
Amazing skip.
second
Come on,
half
man.
by
Come on,
Skippy,
man.
guys. Do not forget this performance by one of our own, and he really is one of our own, guys. Skip is one of
Come
our
on,
own.
Skippy.
He may not be the best footballer in the world, man, but he is giving his all in the second half. Can't ask more than that. That's all I've ever asked. Here we go. We start from the back. Dyer into Højbjerg. Højbjerg gives it to Dyer.
every single time you say Dyer, I'm honestly shaking.
This is the problem, isn't it? Always.
Yeah.
You're not filled with confidence whenever we get the ball at the back, sadly, but that's just the way it is. Ball back to there. There's a bit more pressing in this second half by the Spurs players. Danjuma trying to close in on Shaw. So Shaw, yeah, Kane.
Come on, Danjuma. Come on, run, boy. Run.
Running after the keeper. Keeper's gone long, intercepted by Davis. Kane. Okay, it's a bit of a loose ball here. Nothing. Yeah, could have done a little bit better than that. There we go. We're getting the ball up higher. Romero's come up. Is right next to Kulusevski and Kane. Kulusevski on the wide areas, intercepted by Shaw. Shaw surely he's going to kick it out. No, he doesn't. We won the ball back. Romero's really high up the pitch. Kane gets tackled by Malacia, and of course, no, they lose the ball again. Dyer with a tackle. Finally, is that
wow? What's going on, man?
Fernandez attacking our goal. Rashford intercepts position, give it to him. There he goes. Rashford, edge of the box, takes a shot over the bar. Listen, every time they go forward.
Oh man, I honestly kind of hate the fact that you are ahead of me because I'm like, and you are commenting. I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to score or not. Damn.
Oh Lord,
no, but honestly, I really enjoy this watch along. That's fun.
Well, let's hope we can round it off with a win. I don't know. It'll probably throw the whole leave you out protest to shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just when I'm watching a match, I'm just watching the match. I'm not thinking about anything else.
Listen,
that's how I am, man. I can't help it.
It's really important that the message was heard, right? You could hear the message, and that's a small step, right? But again, like, people need to understand, you don't go from 0 to 1 immediately, right? You don't go from 0 to a whole stadium singing TV out, right? It takes time. It slowly builds up, right? But you have to plant, the memory into people's heads, right? That on that day, during that game, on that minute, you could clearly hear Levy out, Inik out, Daniel Levy get out of our club, right? And whatever the effect is, the effect will be there, right? Because you could clearly hear it. And that's it for me, right? That's important. The message got through.
I went to get the beer and we scored. Go and get another one, Tom. Go and get another one.
Yeah, go, Tom. Go. Come on,
get
another one.
Go and get another two, Tom. Martial. That's not a penalty. So come on, Martial. Get up. Don't be an idiot now. What they're stopping? What are they stopping it for? So Martial got tackled by.
Come on, that's not a fucking pen. Let's be honest about
penalty,
it, man.
He's got. You can see his foot on the ball right there, and then he kicks it, and it's a. Is that a penalty? That's not a penalty. Come on now. No. Come on.
I think
Kane's on the floor. Looks like he's got an injury.
Yeah, Kulusevski had the ball. Come on.
But Kane has now gone down. Kane has gone down.
No.
Not sure.
No, man.
I don't know what's happened. Maybe he's got cramps. I don't know. It looks like he's got cramps. And incredible, huh? This time of the season, players are getting cramps. It looks like it's just cramp. Nothing to worry about. There you go. He's
Yeah.
had his little juice. He's back up on his
The power juice is there.
The power. What is it? These little supplement juice things that they have. They drink. Does it? I'm not sure.
There is this thing, and they also have something that looks like a yogurt. Like
Yeah.
they have those things
I'm
with.
not sure. It's something that, but it looks like he's all right. I mean, he's walking a little bit gingerly, but mate, these lot
Come
worked
on,
hard.
Kane, man.
Son's going off for Tanganga.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we're reshuffling things at the back because it's 2-2. We've recovered the game, but are we settling now for a draw with this substitution? Are we settling for the draw? I think more importantly, it's important that we don't lose. I get that.
Yeah.
Bloody hell! If you guys forgotten what Tanganga looks like,
That's him.
there you go. That's him there with the number 25 on his back. Looks like he's taking his place at right back. So yeah, Tanganga. We've gone 5 at the back. Listen, it's a confusing part. It's hard to know what kind of formation we're playing right now. Man United are on the ball. We'll try and figure it out shortly. 5-4-1. Yeah, it looks like a 5-4-1. Yeah, Danjuma's gone out on the left. Kulusevski,
On the
Skip
right.
and Højbjerg. Yeah, 5-4-1. Kane up front on his own. So Tanganga's gone
Yeah, so
right
we've
wing back. Yeah, we've gone into a
reverted back to
it's
our.
a proper 5-3-2. Now that is a back 5. It's no longer a back 3. It's a back 5.
Yeah, with Tanganga and Davis, it's a
it.
defensive back 5, right?
Danjuma, great ball knocked by Kane. Danjuma gets that to get Dalot nicked the ball off him. I thought that was going to be really interesting, but Dalot got in there. I like Dalot. I think he's a really good right back. Malacia on the left hand side, up against Kulusevski. Then we've got Fred to Martial on the left hand side. Spurs with so many players behind the ball. Every single man is behind the ball right now.
Come on, boys. Focus.
United are playing it across the back. Shaw knocks it out to Malacia on the left hand side. He's getting squeezed by Tanganga. Back to Shaw. Shaw's got plenty of time to pick across. Headed out by Dyer. Up against Kane and Shaw head up. Kane's on the ball, knocks it out wide. Tanganga gets his first touch on the ball on the right hand side. Out to Kulusevski. Oh, sorry, Skip. Skip to Kulusevski, out for a throw, but it's a foul given. Why? Why we made a foul there? We could have got a throw there, but we've ended up giving up a foul. Spurs get everyone back behind the ball inside their own half. Kane is the only player we have at the moment inside their own half.
Yeah.
Lindelof on the ball. Knocks it out wide on the left-hand side to Shaw. Shaw knocks it forward to Malacia. Rashford hogging up the touchline on the left-hand side. Back to Shaw. Shaw's looking to give it to someone. There's some movement going on, but so many Spurs players behind him. Malacia versus Dyer. Dyer knocks the ball out of play for a Manchester United throw. Is it out? No, it looks like it looks like it was an offside decision. Maybe not. I'm not sure what's happened there. Went out for a goal kick. Not too sure what happened there, but it's a goal kick. And we got Fraser Foster, otherwise known as Brendan.
Brendan Fraser.
We're coming up to the 90th minute, guys. Tottenham 2, Manchester United 2. Let's see how many minutes we've got added on. 4 minutes. 4 minutes of injury time added on. Tanganga on the ball. Good to see Tanganga back out on the pitch, man, despite what anyone could think of him. We've got Malacia on the left-hand side, giving the Rashford. Rashford's gone up on the left-hand side with Martial moving up front. Ball's knocked out to Shawley's offside. Martial receives that ball, looks offside, but plays resumed. Knocked the ball out. Tanganga hits Tanganga, goes for a throw, but that was an offside. He looked way offside there. Why is he not giving that?
Come on, man. He was offside. Like,
it was clearly offside.
Yeah.
But here we are, Man United taking a corner. And another corner for us to defend. Crossed by Fred. Cleared by Højbjerg. Up and away. Shaw, who passes it all the way back to De Gea inside his own box. Just come out on the edge of the D now. Knocks it out to Malacia, pressing, timid pressing by Kane, who looks awfully tired.
Yeah, they are probably knackered, right?
We look knackered now. We look on our legs here now. Man United look a little bit more fresh, and this could be the telling point. And the 3 minutes to go of injury time.
Come on, boys, focus.
It's Alex Ferguson time. Ball intercepted by Kulusevski out to Tanganga. Tanganga, ball goes out of play for a throw in. That was silly from Tanganga trying to go past Rashford there like that. Fred, no pressure on the ball, but men behind the ball. That's for sure. Why Alexander Hilton? Why are we bringing Tanganga on? We brought him on. I think we're just trying to show it up. We've just come from 2-0 down to 2-2. I don't think we can afford to.
Yeah,
I think moral-wise, I don't think we can absorb another hit after the 6-1
I think we are just trying to see the game out right now.
Yeah. Player of the match, Harry Kane.
As always.
That's who a BT Sport. Yeah, that's who BT Sport have given it to. Your thoughts on that, guys? Ball out wide to the right hand side. Now we've got Fred on the ball, 25, 30 yards out of the ball, out the box. Shaw picks his spot. He knocks it at the back stick. Free header from Casemiro, just wide of the goal. My. That could have been so dangerous. And it really, if that had gone in, that would have been curtain call. That was oh my. That was closer than I thought. Casemiro's completely outjumped Davis to the ball and is just knocked out wide. 93 minutes, 1 minute to go into time.
Come on, boys, you have 1 minute left. Go at them.
I don't
try
think
to
we
score one.
I don't think we have it in us legs-wise,
probably,
to go and get that goal. We don't have it in us. It's just a question of do Man United have it in them to go and get the other. That's all it'll come down to. Ball over the top from Shaw to the right-hand side to Bruno Fernandes, who knocks it out wide. Tanganga clears. That ball was going out wide to the left. Edge of box, Fred takes a shot. Corner ball.
Oh, Jesus, another corner.
30 seconds to go. Just panic. It's just panicky. Very panicky. Fred took the shot, deflected off the into a corner. This is the last seconds of the game. Fred, edge of the box. Shaw knocks it out wide to Rashford. So many men behind the ball. We need to squeeze that ball though. Romero tries to squeeze that ball. Ball goes in the box. Cleared by Kulusevski. And it looks like there was an offside. Yep, it's offside. 94 minutes gone. And game is over. It's full time. Tottenham 2, Manchester United 2. A point for both sides. Guys, honestly, I didn't see us recovering that game. I'm going to level with you guys. I did not feel that there was going to be we was going to recover that game. It was 2-0 down at half time, Mike.
Yeah,
2-0 down at half time. I didn't see that reaction. But the boys reacted. At half time words were said. And you know, we came back, got back into it with 2-1 and equalised right at the end with Sonny. So listen, it's a point that serves nothing to us in a grand scheme of things. It doesn't do too much for our league standings. But after a 6-1 defeat, it was massive that we came back and tried to get something out of this game. If nothing else, not for the Champions League, not for the league table, but just
for ourselves, right?
For an element of pride, and which I said at the beginning of the game, what was important that we showed some fight, some reaction, some will to try and recover this game, and that we did, and it has to be said, we did that. What are you making of it, Mike?
Just
people say taking Richarlison off. Taking Richarlison off made the difference. Terence saying better than nothing. Now on to Liverpool. Yeah, I agree, guys. Point don't change nothing.
It's not about being happy with a draw, right? It's just that. Listen, we are fans of the team after all, right? And whatever whatever state we are in, you always want to cheer for the win, right? So in that sense, with the context of the jabbing that we just received at Newcastle, I don't think it was a bad game, right? It was much closer than I expected, and honestly, it's one more point than already one more point than I expected us to get, right? So in that sense, I'm kind of happy. I'm a bit sad that as Stelios said,
I agree with this, by the way. Skip, not slip. Skip man of the match. I would agree with that.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
it's just central defensive mids usually don't get man of the matches unless they do something exceptional, right? Because it's usually the strikers or all the all the other guys in the attack that get the man of the match award, right?
What you make? Big up, Hans, by the way, man. Big up. Long time no see, but big up yourself. What do you make of this comment, Mike? Personally, I feel we should have gone for the win. As soon as it went to 2-2, we totally sat back, felt United were there for the taking. I kind of agree with it, and I think in a different moment,
Yeah,
we would have gone for it. I think we was, and I saw Spurs, after that equaliser, I think we was completely like the nervous energy and the legs were gone. We looked really tired the last 10 minutes.
yeah,
And I think more so than going to win it, I think they felt, man, we can't lose it now.
lose it. Yeah, we
We
can't lose
clawed
it.
it back. We can't lose it because imagine if we had lost, Ants, after that defeat, to lose again, everyone would have just lost it. So listen, we take it. It doesn't change anything. I don't think we was going to make the top four, even if we had one. I'll be honest with you. Even if we had one,
Yeah,
we wouldn't have made top
I
four. If
second
we had
that.
lost, it wouldn't have been a surprise. Getting a draw, it probably just preserves us a little bit, but we're not making top four. Let's be real here, guys.
Yeah, I also you have to remember we play on the weekend, right? So they can't really go that hard for it, right? Because we don't have we don't have a wide squad, especially with the injuries that we have, right? So imagine if someone got injured or they got a some sort of a really tired leg or a challenging fall or whatever, right? I think it was. Listen, of course, I am disappointed we didn't go for it, right? If you look at the game in a vacuum, without the context,
Yeah.
right? But with the context of the Newcastle game and the fact that we have to go away to Anfield on the weekend, I am content with a draw. I got what I wanted in the second half. In the first half, no. In the first half, I think United played us off the park, right? And our defense shut itself again, and our attack wasn't good, right? And honestly, X with the substitutions point that you brought up earlier, right? As soon as we changed Richarlison for Kulusevski, Perisic for Davies, I think that was the best spell that we had without Perisic on the pitch and without Richarlison on the pitch. And honestly, at Anfield, I would love to see us play with Davies on as a left wing back and um, and Kulusevski on the right. I know. Listen, of course, again, no goal or assist from Kulusevski today again, but I think he brought in more than Richarlison did for the time he was on the pitch, in my opinion.
Right, let's get some reactions from the guys in the chat. Tom, again, we play with when no pressure. Yeah, I did say that when you're 2-0, you go in at half time at 2-0, you come out second half, and the game is lost in that moment. So you just got to go out. Let's have a look at some other results, by the way. Everton got slapped up 4-1 at home to Newcastle United. Everton are in real big trouble, and Southampton lost at home to Bournemouth. Bournemouth getting a nice little run of games, getting a little run of important results as well for their own personal fight as well. But let's have a look at Jay Hilton. Is losing Kenny down to Levy, losing the player homegrown like Kenny's down to the board, not showing enough progression. Pathetic. Hard to argue that, mate. Enocat posting chants were loud on TV. Nice one, Ron. Let's see what Grumpy Grandpa. It's lucky that United did not have capitalised on us sitting back after the second goal. Listen, I thought chances were we had our own, man. Maybe perhaps playing wise, one can argue that they were better in the first half. We came out a little bit more in the second half, I have to say. But chances, we had more than ample chances to win the game. So we get battered at Anfield. Well, we live to fight another day. We'll have to see that. We haven't lost we haven't lost today at Anfield. We'll worry about Anfield in due course. Top four shit has sell ship. Or top four shit. Top four shit. Same thing. It has sold. I can't. Jamie, I agree with you, mate. I don't think we have. It's not for me. These last few games is not about anything to do with top four. I've made my bit. I've made my peace with that. That was so much better. I do agree with that, Bill. We still have a chance for Europa League. Yep. That's probably going to be. It's going to be between Europa and Conference League. Deserve the point, Zach. Big up yourself, Zach. Deserve the point. We got what we deserve, but the big winners are the protesters. Big up to them who made their voices heard, chanted throughout, and showed banners. Levy out, Enoch out. Big up to you, Zach. Let's have a look at some more of your reactions, guys. Eric can die on his headers. Big up, Brian. This is a better game than before, and progress is a positive sign. Richie, disgraceful. Irony on the name as well. Let's have a look. We have 3 players in United first goal, didn't even tackle. Kane will leave. And leave that chance like 2 pathetic fans. Let's have a look. Get out. Kane, man of the match. Where would we be without him? I agree. It was. Listen, Kane's very important for our team, man. There's no two ways about it. So disillusioned with the club that didn't mean anything for me. Big up, Lewis. Come on, our first half was crap. Let's have a look. Willie, for me, as always, Kane is better when he drops deep and that's in number 10. That's when his footballing talent comes to life. I agree, man. He's got vision and talent and techers that nobody else is in. He's the most creative player that we have in our squad. No two ways about that. David P. Leicester versus Everton at the weekend is massive for those clubs. Absolutely. Jack, big up, Iggy, of course. Tottenham put a performance when it doesn't matter. As usual, when we get a chance, we have to take it without to finish those chances. Guys, many comments coming in. Keep them up, man. 161 of you in the chat. Make sure you smash that like, subscribe to the channel. Curiosity, today is a good second half. With content was a second half FC. The flip flops are shameless. Hey, listen again. Yeah, I hear you totally. Son should have scored that chance in the second half. We had 2 with Perisic, we had 2 with Richarlison. We had loads of chances.
Honestly, when I think about Diggs, I think we had more clear-cut chances than United this game.
Listen, that second half, Fernandez's chance was ridiculous.
Yeah. So if you count that as a third goal, right? But we scored 2, and there was Richarlison chance, Perisic chance, Sonny chance, Dyer. I don't know how the fuck did he miss that? I'm lost for words, mate.
We had a lot of chances.
The Dyer chance, it's
so we can't.
Yeah, go on.
Big up again the police, Michael. His name's Michael. But we are not finishing 5th. Load of crap. Listen, it's a really it was a really weird. It's like everyone's mixed, isn't it? The reactions are very mixed, I have to say. Okay, I will go with mine. Look, for me, I will say this. Stelios is at the match. Stelios is at the game, as is JP. We hope to have them on the stream very soon. They're probably just leaving the stadium right now.
Yeah.
So at some point or another, we will have them on here to give us their opinions. But look, 2-0 down at half time. I just didn't see any other result but a defeat for Tottenham. I'll be honest with you. I said this. The fact that they've come out, reacted, got to go back, and then eventually equalised against all the odds was far more than what I expected.
Yeah.
That's it. That's how. Does a point mean anything in the grand scheme of things? No. A draw nowadays is closer to a defeat than it is to a win. because it's one more point than
Yeah.
a defeat, but it's 2 points less than a win. So it's closer to a defeat than it is a win. So it doesn't make that much of a difference. But for morale wise, to show that there is, you have some life, that if you go at teams, you can get something. If you let teams do whatever they want with you, then
Yeah.
you're not going to get a result.
Like people need to understand the reason why we talk about this game as if it was like a good game actually, right? It's not because we care about our position in the table. We know we are not getting Champions League, right? Let's make that clear. We are not getting Champions League. There is no way we are going to play in the Champions League next season, right? But just with the context of the previous game, I think in the second half the team showed us that they went for it, right? And listen, I've said plenty of times on this channel, right? The thing that matters for me the most is that I want to enjoy watching this team. I want to like this team. I want to see the spirit, the character, the determination, and all that stuff, right? And in the second half, I saw that, right?
Yeah,
They weren't without a fault, right? The way that Fernandez absolutely like sliced through our defense, and how the hell did he miss that chance, right? Is beyond me completely, right? But
incredible,
yeah,
incredible.
incredible. But our team created many good opportunities in front of the goal, and honestly, we were much better than in previous like 5 games, right? Much better
Yeah.
than in previous 5 games. So yeah,
Tony, why do we have why do we make defensive changes and start defending after 2-2? Tony, I think the changes were made by Mason. We was 2-1 down, and we went all attack to try and get that goal back. Once that goal was scored, I don't think he necessarily went. But I can understand why you're thinking that. He's taken an attacking player off and put a defender on. If you look at it per se, I can see why you would say that. But I think he just wanted to put a bit more equilibrium in the team,
yep.
because we had gone so attacking by bringing a defender on, because Danjuma was on, Kulusevski was on, Kane was on, Son was on. Yeah, so we had gone with four as a 4-2-4. Once that happened, we took one attacker off and put a defender back on, just to give a bit more balance. Otherwise, listen,
Yeah.
we would have been in a situation where we've had four attackers
The
and go the other end and score,
the
and
the,
they
the,
win
s-
the game.
the same thing happened when we were playing Bournemouth, right? We went with even we had 5 attackers, but Kane dropped into the midfield, right? So we can treat him kind of like for argument's sake, right? Let's assume that Kane was playing in the midfield against Bournemouth, right? It was exactly the same situation, 2-2. We went all attacking, guns blazing, chucking a kitchen sink at it, right? And we considered a goal on the counter. So I guess what Mason wanted to do is, as soon as we equalized, he wanted to
Yeah.
bring, as Iggy said, he wanted to
Bring the
bring the
balance, because the
equilibrium back.
game had
Yeah,
been recovered. Now it's like, if the opportunity comes to win it, it can. We won't push in the same way to try and get the equaliser, because we was chasing. Once we've caught the game, now it goes into the balance. You balance things out. If the opportunity comes to go and win it, fine. If not, we can't give the opponents the opportunity to win it either. So it went back in a balance. Tom, thanks for your great comment, mate. Great watch along, Iggy and Mike. There's beauty in the bloopers, and I've made loads, including starting a different
the
stream
wrongs.
against Liverpool and not Man United. I've got an awful lot of wrong. I've made a lot of mistakes, even when I speak. But you know what? I'm glad there's a beauty in the bloopers, and probably we could do like so many clips throughout this whole stream. There's loads of them I made. I called
by
Foster Brendan. I called him Brendan Foster. That's just one of many of that. So
by the
yeah.
by the way, Tom, if you want to see many, or sorry, if you want to hear many more foreign words, I can take it to heart. If you want me to drop some curvas next time, I'm happy to do it, right? So
Papa Kurva. Yeah,
we are going to get Vafanculo curva.
yeah. No,
I
you
mean,
know what? I don't know where that come from. It was just like me. Just
I completely
it was
understand
gone.
it, Tix. I completely understand it, right?
It's just like, when you're seeing those misses, you're like, come on, man. It's impossible. It's impossible. But you know
How did
what?
he? How did he
I don't
miss that?
know. I don't know. I don't know.
My word, man.
Nah,
Oh,
guys,
Jesus, dire,
Jamie,
dire,
you're too
dire.
kind, man. Honestly, guys, it's the first time I've done a stream that I've actually done, done myself, and been, without stealth. Obviously, help the would have signs.
I, boys, I think X lost connection. Iggy, your internet has become choppy a bit, right? It will probably like settle in a second, right? But for now, I am here, boys. The Polish takeover, Polska Górą, all that stuff, right? I don't think I will start talking Polish to you, boys, but yeah, yeah, Iggy, are you there, mate?
I'm gonna jump out. I'll jump back in. You hear
you are
me all
back, you
right
are back,
now,
you are back,
guys?
you are back, you are back, you are back, you are back. Stay here, X. Stay X. You
Yep,
are back.
good. So there's a little bit of. Okay, cool.
Big up, David.
Let's have a look. I love the bloopers out here again. Big up, David. Thanks, man. Thanks. First time of me doing it together with Mike. Mike jumped on, gave us a help. I listen. In the end, we was bracing ourselves, weren't we, for a massive defeat or probably a defeat.
Yeah.
But you know what? In all, when you think about it, you know what? Sometimes when you don't expect much, and it shouldn't be like this, you should always expect your team to do well. But I think with that mindset, and it's more liberating to come back and say, you know what? Curva curveballs. There you go. Get the so I think the sitter Son miss wasn't easy. The pitch was wet and the ball was really quick on his feet. But Dyer missing that sitter was the worst we could have. 3-2. Listen, it's true. You know what? It's comfortable for me and Mike to sit here, watch the game, and say, "How does he miss that?" But then again, there's the nerves, the nervous energy, the pressure, the chance, the leave outs, the this, the that. There's so much going on. We're 2-0 down. We just come back from a 6-1 defeat, mate. The ball was wet. Yeah. So listen, it reminds me of that. Do you remember that AFTV when Tide said it started raining and
the
Robbie
pitch was wet.
the pitch was wet or it started raining or something? Listen, we can be we listen. We'll take the draw. We'll take the draw. Given how it was going, the game was lost at 2-0 down. So yeah, guys, make sure you hit that like. If you just jumped on, thank you very much for jumping on. Smash that like, subscribe to the channel, Tottenham Away and Tottenham Away too. We should
Where is
have.
Stelios?
We're waiting for Stelios to come. Stelios and JP are at the ground at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They should be joining us any moment now, guys. Don't ask me what time, but they're going to be on at any moment. They'll be jumping on and giving us their views and points of view in that second half performances. We heard at half time Stel wasn't too happy with not just the way we played, but also the reaction and how we were like at half time, how everyone was just drinking and eating and blah blah blah. But we await to hear from him to see what it was like, and how he saw the second half.
Yeah. So my two takeaways with not the game itself, but the Levy out movement, the process, etc. Right? I think I think it's a really important progression in the movement, right? Because for the past like 3, 4, 5 weeks, however long it is, right? You during some games you could actually sometimes hear Levy out chants, but they were really like quiet. And as soon as they started, they pretty much like almost immediately blended into the His Magic song, right? Because many of our fans were singing about Pochettino, and right now they can't sing about Pochettino because he's most likely going to Chelsea, right? And
Yeah,
you could actually, as we said, as Celio said, you could actually hear all the Levy out songs, the Daniel Levy get out of our club, Inik out, and Levy out. All those songs were hearable, right? And it's really important. The balloons. It's a massive shame that there were no close-ups from the camera operators on the balloons. You cannot expect that, right? There were maybe too few of them, right?
yeah.
But
Maybe a lot of
still,
them were in the crowd, but not enough of them got onto the pitch.
Yeah, but still, people need to understand it's important that it happened, right? It's a stepping stone. It will always be about stepping stones, right? Revolutions don't happen overnight. It's always, it has to build. And listen, I know it's been building for a long time, and many people are furious with it, and many people are irritated that more fans aren't joining in, right? But at the end, at the end, many people have their own breaking points that they haven't reached yet. They will reach them if shit like 6-1 Newcastle continues. They will reach the breaking point, right? So yeah, all I'm gonna say is I'm pumped. I'm pumped that I could hear the chants. I'm happy that we didn't get battered, even though at the halftime I said maybe it's better if we do for the good of the club, right? But after all, I'm happy that we didn't get battered, and yeah,
Probably.
it's yeah.
No, as I've just answered this question, probably. He's probably knocking back a large one. Who can blame him? Big up. There's a lot of love for you out there, Mike. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, more. I'm just trying to look at some of the more comments. Guys, get your comments in. Any questions you have for myself or Michael, feel free to ask away. Anything, any questions to do with the match, obviously. Let us know what your thoughts and what are your thoughts now going into the Liverpool game, Mike. Where does this leave us? Really?
It's really hard to predict Liverpool, right? Because they kind of like seem to have found their form right now. It would seem so, right? But it's not like they are brilliant. They almost drew or lost to West Ham, right? They won after all, right? But it wasn't like a drubbing, or they didn't win convincingly. So it just depends what Liverpool shows up and what our team shows up, right? If they fought like a house of cards that they did at St James's Park, then God help us, right? Because Liverpool will take an absolute they will dump on us, right? If we present ourselves as we did on St James's Park, then it's going to be tough, right? But if they play like they did today, maybe we won't win, but it won't be embarrassing, right? It won't be a like heavy defeat, 4-0 or something stupid like it, right? I think we have it in us to not lose this game embarrassingly, or at least just maybe draw it, maybe just maybe.
Top G14. I'm trying to get through to as many comments as I can. I apologise if I've missed any of your ones or anyone else's for the matter. But if this is the comment that you're referring to, no problem. I'll read it out. While majority of the fans sit back on their asses and take no action and just complain and how they want change but do nothing to make it happen. Listen, I don't know. I can't answer for everybody else, man. I know that from our behalf for Tottenham Away, myself, JP, Stel, obviously Will is across the pond, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for him, but he does as much as he can online to spread the word, to send the message, to share, to like, retweet, whatever. Anything that he can possibly do from his side, where he's from, he does online. Because he cannot physically be at the ground. But myself, JP, and Stel, whether it's all three of us, whether there's two of us like there is tonight, other times I've been there, we will always have somebody, if not all of us, if it's not possible for all of us, somebody, one of us or two of us will always be there to represent.
Yeah.
And this is the stance that we do. I do as much as I can as well online. To my message and my stance has been clear from day dot. I've not changed it once. But this has got nothing to do about changing, because people can change their mind. If people have realized that they've made an error in judgment in the past about something, you are, of course, allowed to change your mind. Of course, it's part of growth. Changing your mind
Yeah.
for a decision that you believe is better is growth. So you can change your mind. Absolutely. You might have thought one thing, 10 years ago, I thought something. 10 years later, I don't think the same as I thought 10 years ago. So there's nothing wrong with changing the mind. What is wrong is changing your mind to suit the narrative. That's when it becomes. That's where the phrase flip flop comes. You know, you see the tendency going one way, you change
Yeah.
your mind because that tendency is going that way. It changes again, you change because the narrative has changed. That's when it becomes flip flop. That's the part that gets me. But changing your mind because you feel like you've made the wrong decision past and now you want to correct, by all means, it's so. People do what they need to do. If they can't personally be at the ground, they cannot be at the protest, or cannot be there for wanting change. That's fine. Not everybody can be there because Michael's in Poland. He cannot be there.
Yeah.
But I'm sure online he does whatever he can to make sure that that message is reaching high and wide and to pump up the volume. That is all one can ask. Doing nothing, be it online or in the stadium, outside the stadium, doing nothing on social media, saying nothing, but just complain about it. That's for me is where it's personally. I'm
Yeah.
not talking for me. It's personally a little bit unacceptable. But Mike, I don't know what your take is on this.
Exactly.
We
It's,
will
and
go
you
to the
know,
match reaction, guys. We will talk about
yeah,
the first half and the second half in just a sec.
yeah, but you know, with the whole DV out and protesting stuff, right? Again, I know I've said it already this stream, but I think it's important to sometimes, you know, repeat it until it's understood, right? But the most important thing for me is that it's not only about getting the ownership out, right? As maybe you know, I'm not really at the point where Levy is, you know, done, like, for me, right? If they change their ways, for me, right, if they absolutely change their ways and make proper footballing decisions, I'm not against them staying if they completely don't meddle into footballing stuff, right? If they appoint a director of football and appoint a manager and leave the team and all the footballing matters to them, and the only thing that they, you know, meddle in are finances, right? And, you know, telling the director of football how much money he has to spend, right? I'm okay with that, but I think it's important to voice that you are not happy with the team, right? You have to tell people that you are not happy with how things are going. That's the most important thing for me, right? Because, like, whether you want the ownership out or not, nobody can tell me that they are happy with how things are going at this football club, right? As I said on the previous stream that we were on together, right? We are Tottenham Hotspur. We are not, with all due respect, we are not Sheffield United or Norwich or Millwall or QPR. We are not any championship club, right? We are the sixth biggest club in England, and we have to, like, you know, show it, right? We have to behave like the sixth biggest club in England, right? Right, and sixth biggest club in England competes for things, right? They don't win all the time, right? We are not Liverpool or Manchester City. We don't win all the time, but we compete for shit, right? And we win it from time to time. We win something, right? And we have to behave like this club, right? And especially for fans like me, fans from abroad, like fans like Will, Mari, other people that are part of this channel and other channels, right? we You have to understand, we weren't born into Tottenham. We aren't supporting Tottenham because we live in North London or whatever, right? We chose Tottenham. We want to see this club succeed, because otherwise, what's the point in foreign fans supporting Tottenham, right? What's Like, look at it. If I was choosing my club right now, if, like, the thing that I did 4 or 5 years ago, if I was doing it right now, is Tottenham like a nice, you know, product for me to start following? No, right? So that's why I, as a guy who's already a fan of that club, I want this club to change, because I want it to grow. I want it to be the powerful, you know, entity that it is, right? We are Tottenham Hotspur again, and I am proud to be supporting Spurs, right? But I want to love this team. I want to enjoy watching it, and I want it to be successful, right? And that's why I think it's important to tell the ownership, listen, guys, you are not doing the right things, and that's the most important thing for me, right?
No, no. I listen. It's hard to disagree what you've just said. In everything you said, and I completely. Listen. I couldn't have put it better myself, honestly. Um, yeah. Right. Match reaction. Let's go over the game. I mean, we probably have to see it all over again calmly to take on exactly what happened. But my thoughts on that first half, where we can clearly see that we we were still, wounded. We were still like patched up from Sunday,
Yeah.
from the weekend with Newcastle, and we came out. Obviously, the fans would have been very up for it, and we looked like, first 10, 15 minutes, try not to concede, try and stay compact, stay tight. And we was, everybody behind the ball, not too much pressing on the ball, but everybody behind the ball, try to maximize any opening or any loose balls that we can get in. And we tried with a couple of times with a long ball to get in behind, and we almost succeeded on a couple of situations. But at the same time, they looked like they could hurt us at any given moment. From the off, they gave us that impression. And of course, Rashford scored. What was it? Within 10? I don't know. Was it 10 minutes or something, like 6 minutes? Yeah,
Sancho
six, seven.
7th minute.
Sancho, sorry,
Yes.
Sancho. Within six, seven
Sancho
minutes,
7th minute and
6, 7
Rashford
minutes.
44th.
Already that would have made us a little bit worried. It would have. Shit, man. We were supposed to keep things tight first 15 minutes, and we've conceded after 6.
Yeah.
So you can imagine the vibe after the last defeat. Then 6 minutes, you can see the goal. You think, bloody hell, this could be a long night here. We go 2-0 down when we've had an opportunity to equalise with Perisic. One long
Yeah.
ball from Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, 1-1 Dyer, 2-0. And at that point, just before half time, it looks like good night, Vienna. Have a good night's sleep. See you later. The game is gone. Half time, we're saying, yeah, 7 minutes. They're just showing a goal again. 7 minutes where he scores. If half time, the game is done and dusted. Yeah, I'm just looking at the second goal. It's literally one ball over the top. Dyer
Yeah.
versus Rashford. One touch with his right to take it away. And left foot smashed it across. Listen, neither of the goalkeeper had any chance. But at this point, you're thinking the game is done. So what do we think at half time? We hear Stell. Stell's like, the atmosphere's gone dead, quiet after 2-0. He expected everyone to go leave it out. Instead, it was completely after silence. We're just almost like a formality going into the second half. Let's see if something happens, but they can kill us off.
Yeah.
We get one back. We get a goal back with Pedro Porro. Fantastic right-footed finish outside the foot. It was a brilliantly taken goal. We've been knocking at the door a little bit. We go 2-1. I think he got it. I think Ten Hag got it wrong with that Weghorst. I think they
Yeah.
looked more dangerous the
Yes.
way they were. I think
I agree.
Weghorst for me was a wrong substitution for them. They didn't need someone to hold up play. They needed someone to hurt on the counter, and I think he fucked up by making that substitution. In my opinion, we on the other hand showed a little bit more on the front foot. We showed a little bit more urgency. We started actually picking up loose balls, and we had the chances all along, whilst also recognizing that whilst they're attacking, they could hurt us again any given moment. We had the opportunities, but then in the end, we get one. Kane, brilliant little run on the right hand side, puts the ball on the back post, and Son is there. Having missed the first one wide, the second one, he puts it in the back of the net. 2-2, 10 minutes to go. You think to yourself, right, this can go either way now. But, and I was saying it live on the stream, I thought we looked a little bit tired. We looked a bit, we looked like our legs were gone. You could see Kane on the floor with cramps. It looked like, a lot of nervous energy was leaving our bodies,
Yeah.
after we climbed
Yeah.
back. And that's where, to answer Tony's question again, we had gone to 4-2-4 to try and get that goal back. Then we made a substitution. Son comes on, Tangan comes on to put a bit more equilibrium in the team, having just got back to 2-2, which would have taken us a lot of energy. And then in the end, you don't want to go and lose it with minutes to go. And in the end, we kind of say, you know what? If we cannot win it, we have to make sure we don't lose it. That's my take of the game, Mike. I don't know if you want to add or you have a different opinion or you want to put your spin on it, what you saw, but that's how I saw the game.
I think with this game we kind of reverted back to what we were throughout pretty much the whole of that season, right? If you look since August, right, when the league started, up until now, pretty much every single match was about our attack scoring goals and our defense being absolutely shambolic and conceding goals, right? And honestly, like I think so many issues with this team will be fixed when we get good center backs, right? I legit think that as soon as we get better center backs, the wing backs will play with more confidence. They won't have to get back to defending so much, right? And that's the story of the first half, right? Our attack unfortunately wasn't clinical enough to finish the chances they were presented with, even though we actually created some good opportunities to score the goal, right? But we weren't clinical enough. We didn't finish our dinner. And United did, right? And they did because our defense is not good enough. And as simple as it may sound, defending for both goals and especially the second one, my word, Dyer, just put a leg in, like do something. Like you said, X, that Rashford was 1-on-1 against Dyer, right? He wasn't. He was 1-on-1 against the keeper because Dyer was just a like like a pole standing there, right? He didn't interact with Rashford, right? He was just there to, I don't know, do something, right? To be a shield, but he didn't do it. He didn't achieve anything by doing so, right? So that's the first half. The second half, I really, like, again, I'm not praising the performance, right? I'm not praising the 2-2 draw or whatever, right? I'm just happy we got some reaction because I honestly, when we talked with Stelios and talked between ourselves, I expected this team to fold again, right? I expected to concede two more. The game finished 4-0, and and that would have been the story, and none of us would be surprised, honestly, right? But fortunately, we got a reaction from our players, and kudos to them, right? Because in that second half, I think we are a much more dangerous team, and we had, for large parts of that game, we had the game under control. And of course, United created their opportunities, right? Of course they will, because they are United. It's not some, like, some weak team, right? It's one of the best teams in the league, right? So they created the chances, they didn't take them. We created many chances. We took two of them. Honestly, we probably should have scored one more at least with the chances we were presented. And the game finished 2-2, right? So in hindsight, again, with context of the Newcastle game, I think it was a much better performance than I expected. And just like, I am happy with a draw. I know it won't matter in terms of like top four race or whatever, right? But I am happy with the reaction in the second half, especially.
No, I agree. I listen to some of the positives performances as well. I want to, I'd normally try to concentrate more on the team, but some of the performances defensively, better, not brilliant, but better. Perisic and Porro got up a lot more. Porro got his goal. Perisic was always going forward and putting some crosses in was good. I'll say it again. Fraser Forster was solid in. Listen, in regards to the goalkeepers, I always say that I want them to save the savable. The impossible is
Yeah.
the impossible, but save the savable. And I think uh, Foster did that brilliantly today. I think there was a massive plus. Not easy to come into that second half as he did in Newcastle. Come again, start again today. I thought he held his own, and I think right now he's confirmed his place. Whether Luis is fit or not for the next game, I think he's confirmed for me his place for the next game to start. Midfield, Skip and Højbjerg were far better. Skip was a solid second half. Højbjerg wasn't so great, I must admit, but I thought Skip had a really solid second half. Son as well, much better in the second half. I preferred him on the left than I do on the right, but that's a given. I think the substitutions, I have to say, Mike, made a
Yeah.
difference. Kulusevski on the right. I think Danjuma for Richarlison was a good call. Kulu came on for Richie, but I think as well Danjuma, we have to spend a word with him because he showed a little bit more. He has a little bit more, it was
Oomph.
rushing.
Like,
It was rushing the defenders up a little bit more. They had time in the first half. In the second
yeah.
half, when he came on specifically in that last 20, 25 minutes, I thought he was forcing them into making a decision a lot quicker. So he was a plus. And for me, right now, whilst I still don't think they're good enough to start, in my opinion, Danjuma has earned the right to be considered the first substitute ahead
Yes,
of Richarlison, in my opinion. So and Kane, the importance of Kane. Well, what are we talking about here? Kane is always Kane. There's not enough adjectives one can spend on the guy. He's immense, and without him, we really would be further and further down
yeah,
that you're right, Manny. I agree. I agree with this comment. He is hungry. It does look Son looked lost at half time. I agree, but he came back in the second half and it was a much better player. Big up, Wayne. Welcome, mate. Welcome to the stream, my friend.
big up, mate.
It was definitely a lot better in my opinion. But look, the 2-2 was yeah. Listen, if you said to me after the 6-1 defeat against Newcastle, would you take a 2-2 result right now? I would have snapped your hand off at half time.
Of
It's not
course.
something it's not something I'd settle for ever, but given the scenarios and given what was yeah, I agree, man. Manny, I completely absolutely agree with you, mate. I would be lost without him. But listen, I don't think Stell is going. I don't know if I don't know what's happened. He said he was going to come on after the game, but I don't think maybe it's late. It is like 11, coming up to 11 p.m. here in the UK, guys. So maybe that I don't know anything. Who knows? Who knows what could have happened? But it doesn't look like he's going to come on. But any other thoughts regarding today or? Guys, if you have any questions, the floor is yours. By all means, ask us anything you want in regards to today's match or anything that we've said that you perhaps didn't agree or you want to have your say on it. Let us know in the comments, and I'll read it out, and we'll try and answer
I
as many questions as possible.
I want to second what you said, Iggy. Right? I think the substitutions during this game were actually quite good. Right? It was something that we didn't really see from Stellini and from Conte. I feel like, and listen, they maybe had their own reasons for, but Mason coming in with a clean slate for most players, right? I actually think that he impacted the game in a proper way and impacted it when it needed to be impacted, right? Because with Conte, it often felt like he was too late to make changes, right? So probably if this game was managed by Conte, we wouldn't see any changes until like 70 something minutes, right? Or maybe 80th minute or something. And with Stellini, I feel like he was often a bit too rash, in my opinion. And Mason, as much as listen, I don't want this guy as our coach, right, in the future, right, in next season. I don't want this guy to be the coach in the next season. But this game, kudos to him. I think he impacted the game with the substitutions. We got the goal back after going to 2, and then I think maybe we don't like it that much, but I think going back to a back 3. Changing the formation back to what it used to be at the beginning of the match. I think that was a wise choice. And yeah, big up to Skippy. I think he had a brilliant match. Big up to Kane. He's all like, listen, how many times can we say that Kane is brilliant? He's just like he's the one, if not the best player that this team has ever seen, right? This club has ever seen. And let's not be shy about it, right? Maybe he didn't win any trophies with our club, right? But in terms of like individual skill, his goal tally, his assists, his passing, his movement, his energy, his passion, his commitment. He's one of the best that we have ever seen, right? And we will probably ever see. So appreciate it while he's here, right? And
For
and
sure.
yeah, like other than that, I think most of the players were mediocre to a bit solid. And Dyer was absolutely fucking crap. And
To
how
answer
many
Wayne's
times we can
question,
say
yeah.
that
To
again,
answer
right?
Wayne's
Yeah.
question, yeah. He was. Listen, his performance wasn't the best. I think defensively, even when the chance he had with the header, I have to say, even worse than Dyer, I have to say it's probably Richarlison. Richarlison was
Oh
worse.
yes. Yeah.
I think he was the disappointment. He got the start that he wanted. He Mason brought him in, and I'm afraid he hasn't responded in the way that perhaps we all wanted him to. So it's disappointment. It is disappointing for yet again. And I think moving forward, either Kulusevski gets his place back, or perhaps Danjuma, like many people in the chat said, maybe he should be given a try. If Richarlison gets his chance, why not give one to Danjuma? And I got a feeling, I said, even if he doesn't start, I think Danjuma should be considered ahead of Richarlison coming off the bench
Yeah.
for sure as the first
And
adjusted option.
and even more X, right? I think Richarlison, like when we are playing under Conte, he was usually getting his spot on the right? So Conte took priority in putting Kane and Son in their favorite positions and filling the gap with Richarlison, right? This game we even swapped Sonny to the right side to accommodate Richarlison on the left, his more preferable position, right? And he wasn't good. Like I'm sorry to all the Richie lovers, although I don't think there are many after this season, right? But he was not good enough. When he was supposed to shoot, he passed. When he was supposed to like score the goal, he did like a half-assed,
And also
attempt.
this, Tom, I will get back to your question, mate, but also this is a big point. It's
Yeah.
falling over every 2 minutes. It's ridiculous. The falling over is just too much.
To answer Tom's question, it's for me it's either Europa or
Yeah,
no
I
European
agree with that.
football. With all due respect to Conference League, again, if we are in it, I want us to win it, right? But it's not a competition that excites me. I'm sorry, but Polish teams are in Conference League. That just says everything you need to know about the level of this competition, right? So uh, if it's Europa, I've said it plenty of times. I think there are some exciting teams to face in Europa, like
Because
some
they come from
big,
the
big, big.
Champions League as well,
Yeah,
the dropouts from the Champions League.
yeah. So there are Europa would excite me, and I think with a proper manager, proper transfers, we actually have a chance of doing something there. But if it's conference or no Europe, I would honestly maybe prefer to just have a season off in terms of European, competitions, so that the new coach can focus only on the domestic cups. Much less game time, much less traveling. I know it might mean that Kane is not convinced to stay or something, right? But listen, he will leave eventually, right? For me, I want this guy to stay for as long as he can. But if it means, like, listen, if he wants to leave, he will leave, right? That's it for me. So it's either
Yeah.
Europa or no Europe for me.
Yeah, no, I agree. If it's not going to be Europa, then I don't see the point of going to Conference League. Just a whole lot of useless games. Yes, it does get interesting once you get in the quarter and the semi-final. If you get that far, then for sure, yeah, a trophy is a trophy at the end of the day. Right, as Roma experienced their first European trophy in their club's history last season, and they could repeat it again with Europa this season. So, listen, it's fine. Europa conference is fine, but only from the quarter semi-final onwards. I think, from my point of view, I see it utterly totally waste of time. But Europa, yeah, I wouldn't snub Europa. Everyone wants to be in the Champions League, but we're not going to be there. I wouldn't have no European football, so we can focus on bringing better players to centre halves and creative midfield. The thing is, without Europe, you're you're limited as it is out of the Champions League, out of Europe completely. It takes a manager to really say, you know what, they can turn it around at Spurs without Europe, one game a week. That means the players are they're not gonna have a huge squad because you haven't got European football. So I don't know, it complicates things, and then the players that you can attract as well will come into it massively. But you know what, I get your thinking, NJ. I really do. Um, we need to help Sonny on that. To the result was not recovered in the match. We desperately needed to win. Why did we desperately need to win? Because you're hoping that we're still making Champions League football. Because I don't think that's going to change anything for me. Even if we had one, I don't think we've got it in us to actually get a run of games to even make top four. Given the teams that are going for it, Newcastle, Man City, Man United, Man City are in there. Arsenal are in there. can you see us really going to Anfield again, even on Sunday or on the weekend to go and win? I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I honestly think even if we won, like maybe if we won every single match until the end of the season, including this one, maybe we would get top 4 over United. But I don't see it happening. Like United have 2 games in hand and they are 6 points ahead of us, right? So assuming we won that game, they would be 3 points ahead of us with 2 games in hand. Oh, boys, like I know Arsenal bottled the similar lead last season, right? But it won't happen every single season, right? It won't happen for us every single season. So yeah, that's it for me. I prefer drawing 2-2 than losing 2-3. I know it's maybe a bit of a loser's mentality, but yeah.
No, it's fair enough. I completely not to get that. Right, it doesn't look like we're gonna have
Yeah.
Stell coming on. Just looking to see if I had any messages to see if he was coming on or not. No, I haven't. Guys, this is fun. Look at this. Terminate the highest contract. He's probably gonna. You know what? It's probably gonna be the opposite. We're probably gonna end up confirming him for confirm for because this is the cheapest option. We'll go in another 5 minutes, round it off to a 3 hour stream. Dyer looks like it might be confirmed. I don't understand this how we can confirm a player for next season, giving him a new contract without a manager in place. I'll be honest with you,
Yeah.
I'm not too sure how that works. Longley looks like it could be staying on a permanent deal for 12 million. It sounds to me that we're going for not the best options, but we're going for the cheapest options. 12 million for Longley. Dyer contract renewal has got to be cheaper than go and get whoever you want for 40, 50, 60 million. You said earlier on that the defense. How long have we been talking about improving the defense, but it's like we keep talking about it for 3 years now, and we're not seeing anyone. We're not seeing anyone to come into.
The way I look at it, and I know this might not be the most popular opinion or the most like wanted opinion, but for me, the rebuilds or however you want to call them won't happen in a night. Oh, okay. I will shut up now.
You know
I will let the
what?
boys
We're.
talk.
I said to Michael, we was gonna go another 5 minutes, and then if we're done here, then we'll call it a night. But here you are, Stel. The floor is yours. Give us your thoughts and how you saw things at your end.
Well, I'm with Mr. Box Office and Graham, so they're both in the car as well.
Big up to you guys.
Big up. Yeah, look, I'll get everyone. I'll get Alex and Graham to give their opinion if they want.
Of course.
But for me, at half time, I remember saying we can get it. We can get into Man United because defensively, especially Wan-Bissaka, they look shaky, and Wan-Bissaka had to come off. Listen, we deserve to win it in the end. We missed chances. I think Man United look really tired. Maybe the extra
I thought we
time,
looked tired as well, Stel.
yeah, I was going to say maybe the extra time in the semi-final we got to them. But listen, we missed chances. We should have won it in the end. But you know what? This is what we were saying. Daniel Levy, whenever he's on the ropes, he always catches life. And now people are talking about Mason. Football's better. You know, all the happy clappers are going to cheer on Mason now. And
Are we that naive though?
I think this is a good thing for Tottenham to get a point, but it's a bad thing if you want change at the club.
Yeah.
Are we that naive though that a score draw will make us forget what's been happening for the last 20 years and the shit show that's been happening this season? One draw against Man United can completely and absolutely mask that.
I don't think it's the draw. I think it's the fact that we proper went at them. Like, we were the better team second half. Man United didn't want the ball. And we came at them quite well. I know there was a chance where, I don't know who it was, they hit the crossbar from about 5 yards out. They should have scored.
Longley. Yeah.
For us or for them?
No, for them.
Fernandes.
Oh, Bruno. Yeah. How the
And
fuck
then-
did he miss that? Is
He missed a sitter, and then someone cleared it off the line after.
Yeah. Perisic. They were talking about the one in the
Perisic.
first
So,
half. Yeah.
you know, that would have been straight after we equalised. So they missed a chance or two. I think we missed more gilt-edged chances. I mean, that header by Dyer, unbelievable miss. My God.
We
It
had
was like
two chances.
Richarlison. It was like Richarlison's miss
Richarlison,
against
Perisic.
Bournemouth.
But it's like Richarlison had a couple. Perisic had a couple. Son had one. He missed one before he scored one. We had quite a long. Do you know what? On the chances, we probably say if we didn't have the same amount of chances as them, we probably had more than them chances wise.
yeah.
Of course, playing wise, they were in complete and utter control. Second half, listen, when we spoke at half time, I honestly didn't see that reaction coming in the second half. I honestly, if you had told me we was going to react like that, I would never have believed it.
I think it was a bit. I think it was more to do with Man United tiring. They made a lot of subs, and the subs that came on didn't.
I said
Yeah.
that. I said that to Mike. I said that their substitution with Weghorst was a terrible one because I thought they looked really dangerous in the counter. By putting Weghorst on, it kind of killed their momentum. Our subs, however, did make an impact. Danjuma did make an impact. I thought he put more pressure on them, gave us less time on the ball. Tanganga coming on was, I know people saw it as a defensive move, but we had gone with 4-2-4. We just clawed the game back. We needed to go back to get some balance in the team, and that's why Tanganga came on. And outside of that, there wasn't really a lot of other substitutions we could have made.
Well, look, I'm going to pass you back to my boy Alex.
Alex,
You're my analysis of the game.
yeah, man, give us your thoughts.
Go for it, Alex.
And a good chicken, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. That was the best. That was the best thing of the game. And a good chicken, thank you very much. That's all. Back to you, Graham. I'm done.
Well, I had a very good protest day, and I'm done.
Okay.
Graham had a good protest day. He's done. Alex had his chicken. He's done. That's your cutting edge analysis.
All right, look, we're just coming up to the 3-hour mark. We're gonna probably call it a night. So yeah, thanks guys for coming on, man. Big up to you lot. Big up Mr. K in the chat. Listen, all of you lot in the chat, thank you very much, man. There's 100 and plus. We've been going on for 3 hours. Still 100 and plus still in the chat. Make sure you smash a like and subscribe to the channel. And whilst Stell's hitting the gas, we say
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna go. I'll catch you lot later. God bless everyone.
All right, see you later, man.
God
See you
bless you
later.
guys.
See you later. Big
Bye.
up, Stel. Thanks for coming on, man.
Cool.
Guys, I just want to thank, obviously, Tom. Big up for the super chat. And guys, everybody, every single one of you that either jumped on now late, or joined us from the beginning, or joined up halfway, thank you very much. I truly, truly appreciative of you all. It was great having as many. I know I made shitloads of, like I said, I made shitloads of errors, but whatever, man. It's the first one. Was probably dreading the this game, but it turned out it was at 2-2. It could have been a lot worse, I have to say. But on that note, any final thoughts?
I think we went over everything, Iggy. So
We
yeah.
covered everything there is to cover. All right,
Yeah.
guys. Make sure to smash a like to the stream, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you. What is it today? Thursday. We're doing a Friday night live. We'll be back tomorrow night. If you care to join us, make sure you subscribe. Activate the notification bell so every time we go live or any uploaded videos are going on, such as Good Morning Tottenham Away, which will be on around sort of 9:30, 10 a.m. mark. Around that time is when you will get UK time, is when you get the upload of the Good Morning Tottenham video, which will be done by myself. And yeah, and if I don't see you in the comments for the Tottenham Good Morning Tottenham Away video tomorrow morning, we will see you for the live stream tomorrow night. But for today and for tonight, Michael, big up and thank you very much for coming on, sir. I really appreciated your
Pleasure.
company. Otherwise, it would have been a lonely time, just me doing it by myself. We will go on to hit the outro video. And from us, it's good night. And as always, forever always, come on you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
The first game we look for, Robbie.